queue to call to win 2 tickets and a parking pass to EAA AirVenture in Oshkosh on the home of the Brewers, WTMJ.
Brewers looking for win number 5 in a row as they play Game 4 of the series in St. Louis tonight. We are 10 minutes away from the first pitch at Busch Stadium. Back on the On Deck Show, built by Menards. It's time for tonight's starting lineups, presented by Wisconsin Infrastructure Investment Now, supporting Wisconsin's critical infrastructure. Visit WIIN at wisconsininfrastructure.com. As mentioned at the outset, this is a pitching rematch of a game in Milwaukee in late May. Michael McGreevy for the Cardinals against the lefty Kyle Harrison. McGreevy's out there on his 26th birthday, and he'll face these 9. Christian Yelich is in the leadoff spot again as the DH, and Jackson Chourio returns to the starting lineup, batting second and playing left field. However, Brewers giving the day off to Bryce Terang for the first time in a long time, so Jake Bauers moves up to the 3-hole, and he'll play first base. William Contreras was off in Game 2 of that doubleheader sweep. He'll be the catcher tonight, batting cleanup. Garrett Mitchell in center field is hitting 5th. In his second big league game, Luis Lara plays right field for the first time. He'll hit number 6. And Cooper Pratt, who's had a great trip, is batting 7th for the first time in his major league career. He's the shortstop. Joey Ortiz, one of yesterday's heroes, batting 8th. He's the third baseman. And Greg Jones took the spot of the injured David Hamilton yesterday, came back up from Nashville. He'll make the start as the second baseman, and Jones hits 9th against McGreevy. On the other side of the card, Kyle Harrison pitched 6 scoreless innings against the Cardinals back in May. Here are the 9 he'll face tonight for Ollie Marmol. Mason Wynn's in the leadoff spot. He's the shortstop. Ivan Herrera will be the DH and number 2 hitter. Jordan Walker, Cardinals All-Star in right field, bats 3rd, and Nelson Velasquez, who homered last night against Robert Gasser, is batting cleanup and playing left. Alec Burleson, hitless in the series, is batting 5th. He's at first. Jose Fermin, the second baseman, hitting 6th. Rookie third baseman Blaze Jordan batting number 7. Lars Nootbaar in center field is hitting 8th. And Pedro Pages does the catching, and he's the number 9 batter against Harrison. Tonight's umpires presented by Cannon and Dunphy. Jen Powell is behind home plate with the crew chief Todd Tishner at first. Clint Vondrak second. Adam Hammery's over at third base. Cannon and Dunphy, Milwaukee's premier personal injury attorneys. With over $1 billion recovered, they're your advocates for justice no matter the size of your case. Cannon and Dunphy, experience, results, justice. Lane has more of the On Deck Show, built by Menards. First pitch is right around the corner here in the Lou on the Brewers Radio Network.
Experience the magic of aviation at EAA AirVenture Oshkosh, July 20th through the 26th. From jaw-dropping air shows to hands-on exhibits to kid-friendly activities and up-close aircraft that you can explore, there's something for everyone. Plus, youth 18 and under get in free, thanks in part to the Boeing Company. Make memories this year that take flight. Buy your tickets today at eaa.org/tickets.
Most things people do could be done more safely. Sometimes it's common sense. Sometimes it's innovating a better way. But it's always about minimizing risk. For this purpose, West Bend is willing to come check out your business and help minimize your risks. It's precisely because of thinking like this that West Bend has been keeping businesses and employees safe for over 125 years. To find out more, visit thesilverlining.com. West Bend, the worst brings out our best.
Step up to the plate. It's Quick Trip's Around the Bases contest with Stork Candy. Stop into your neighborhood Quick Trip and purchase any Werther's or Mamba product with Quick Rewards for your chance to win cash. Be sure to try Werther's Original, Mamba Magic Sticks, or Mamba Berry Tasty. Details at QuickTrip.com/sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Don't sit on the sidelines. Grab your favorite Werther's or Mamba product, fuel up, and get in the game to win big this Brewers season. Quick Trip and Stork Candy, proud partners of the Brewers Radio Network.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball is being brought to you by American Family Insurance. Miller Lite, it's Miller time. Construction Business Group. Usinger's famous sausage. Usinger's in baseball, it's just not summer without them. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Menards, Potawatomi Sportsbook, Prevea Health, Wisconsin Infrastructure Investment Now, Delta Dental, Quick Trip, Pomps Tire Service, West Bend Insurance, The Silver Lining, Smart 18, Steinhoffels, Toyota, it's The Silver Lining. Smart 18, Steinhoff, to drink cocktail. Island Resort and Casino, Wisconsin Dental Association, Ironworkers Local 8, Cedar Crest Ice Cream, Wisconsin Biofuels, North Shore Adult Diapers, Concordia University of Wisconsin, Wisconsin Labor's District Council, Tsunami Express Car Wash, and Wisconsin's Dairy Farmers. Brewers and the Cardinals, first pitch when we return after this on the On Deck Show, built by Menards, on the Brewers Radio Network.
Brewers baseball is back, and there's only one way to celebrate, with a Surfside iced tea and vodka, or a Surfside lemonade and vodka. Smooth, refreshing, and made for game day. Surfside is the perfect match for a day at the ballpark, or catching the game at home. Surfside is only 100 calories with 0 bubbles, so it goes down easy. It's not a seltzer, it's Surfside. Proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Must be 21 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Ready to knock it out of the park this season? Step up to the plate at Boucher Automotive Group and score big on your next ride. With 16 brands and 31 dealerships across Wisconsin, Boucher's lineup is stacked with new and pre-owned vehicles, so you'll find a ride that's sure to be a star on your team. Boucher also is offering top dollar for your trade-in along with fast, easy financing, making the entire process a home run. No pressure, just a team that's in your corner from start to finish. Boucher Automotive Group. We ride with you every mile.
Hey, it's John McGivern here. You know I love Network Health. One of the reasons is that they're local and they understand how important that is. Their exceptional customer service isn't just words on a page. It's what they do. It's what they've always done for over 41 years. Call 833-7-NETWORK today. HMO and POS plans underwritten by Network Health Plan. Compensation has been provided for using this endorsement of Network Health.
Your key to the
endorsement of Network Health.
Your key to the very front office of the Milwaukee Brewers. President of Baseball Operations and General Manager Matt Arnold is our Brewers 360 guest every Thursday at 8:45 on Wisconsin's Morning News.
We're just coming off of a really good season that we're all proud of, and we would just want to keep building on that momentum.
Brewers 360 is sponsored by Outdoor Living Unlimited, Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Cannon and Dumphy, and Ridgetop Exteriors.
Freebie in the Fifth is back. In the middle of the fifth inning, listen for the cue to call to win 2 tickets and a parking pass to EAA AirVenture in Oshkosh on the home of the Brewers, WTMJ.
Waiting for the Cardinals to take the field. St. Louis is trying to avoid losing 5 straight games for the first time all year. Meanwhile, the Brewers are looking for their third 5-game winning streak of the season and hoping to take the first 4 in this series. Welcome back to the end of the On Deck Show, built by Menards. Time to take a drive around the league, which is brought to you by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and trusted contractors building Wisconsin together. Brewers coming into the day, as we told you earlier, with a 7-game lead over the second-place Cubs. Good news for the Brewers thus far from Camden Yards. Baltimore's just taken a 3-1 lead over Chicago with 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pete Alonso hit a 2-run home run against Colin Ray, his 20th of the season. 3-1 Orioles trying to split the first couple of games of that series with Greg Council's bunch. We're going to be seeing the Pirates coming up at the end of this long road trip this weekend. Right now, Pittsburgh red hot looking for a 4th consecutive win. They are scoreless at home against the Braves. That game's in the bottom of the 4th. Grant Holmes on the mound for Atlanta. Jared Jones for Pittsburgh. In their 3-game winning streak, even with guys out like Connor Griffin and O'Neal Cruz, they're averaging 10 runs a game right now in those 3 consecutive victories. Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead against Chase Burns and the struggling Cincinnati Reds. That game at Great American in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Burns an all-star for Cincinnati. They dropped the first game of the series, have lost 7 of 9 overall, and the Brewers are 16.5 games ahead of the last place Reds in the standings. They've got McGreevy warming up, and fans, we're ready to roll with the game, which is brought to you by Boucher Automotive Group. Start your journey with confidence. We ride with you every mile. Visit Boucher.com. Beautiful night for baseball. Let's make it 5 straight wins. Lane Grindle, it's all yours.
I think that's a great plan, Josh. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club. Permission to go get your noodles, too, that you've been waiting on back in the concourse. Josh made an order like 20 minutes ago. They haven't delivered it yet.
No,
they're not going to deliver it. You're going to have to go back and get it. We'll handle things until the 3rd inning. Go get those noodles. Christian Yelich to lead things off here at Busch Stadium for Game 4 of this series. Quick Trip Around the Bases presented by Mamba Candy. And tonight's contestant in the Quick Trip Around the Bases is Randy Bischoff of Merrill. Michael McGreevy brings home the first pitch, and it is lined back up the middle and into center field. A base hit for Christian Yelich. So a good start for the Crew here in Game 4. Got it away on time at 6:45 here in St. Louis. 87 degrees. At first pitch, Jackson Chourio strolls to the plate now. If the Brewers score in the first inning, Randy will win a $100 Quick Trip gift card, compliments of Mamba Candy and Quick Trip. Stop in and pick up Mamba Magic Sticks or Mamba Berry Tasty at Quick Trip. First pitch to Chourio. It's a swinging bunt up the third baseline, but foul. And it's 0-1 on Jackson. The first pitch of Brewers baseball was brought to you by Carbless. Premium cocktails in a can. Stop at your local retailer and stock up for the game or for your next tailgate. Carbless. This is more. Leadoff single from Yelich. He's at first with nobody out here. Michael McGreevy, his 26th birthday today. Just the second time he's ever faced the Brewers. He faced the Brewers back in May in Milwaukee. And Jackson hits one off the end of the bat foul over near the Cardinals dugout, and he's in an 0-2 hole. Brewers got to him on that day as well. McGreevy, not an overly productive outing against the Crew. 4 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs allowed, 3 walks. Jake Bauers got him for a home run. Here's the 0-2 to Chourio, and a called third strike on a sinker at 92 miles an hour. Chourio is retired. He hit right-handed that time, just for clarity's sake. And here's Jake Bauers. Bauers, we just mentioned, homered off McGreevy back in May in Milwaukee. .268 average, 16 home runs, 54 driven in for Bauers. 2 for 2 against McGreevy in that game. Spins, throws to first, and Yelich is back in time. Cardinals wearing their home whites. The Brewers with the navy tops, gray pants. Bauers 3 for 9 of the series so far. McGreevy brings home the pitch, and that missed outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Umpires tonight at first base, Todd Titchener. He's the crew chief. Clint Vondrak at second base. Adam Hammerys at third base. And Jen Powell has home plate. The 1-0 pitch, that missed outside. 2 balls and no strikes. 7 for 22 on this road trip for Bauers. Has the home run that came down in Arizona. Brewers trying to get off to a good start here in Game 4 of this series. They have won the first 3, and they've won 7 in a row against the Redbirds. Pitch is up and away. Pages, the catcher, held it there for a moment. It missed with a cutter. And it's 3 balls and no strikes. That was very close. Might have been a strike had Pages challenged it. It was right on the very edge of the strike zone. Yelich gets a lead from first in the 3-0. Swing and a miss. He was going after it on 3-0, and he swung through a fastball at 93. That was at the very top rail. It would have been a strike. And it's 3-1 on Jake. 1 out and 1 on for the Brewers here in the top of the first inning in St. Louis. 3-1. That missed outside, and it's a walk to Bauers. So the Brewers with some traffic against McGreevy. Hopefully he's McGreevy if the Brewers put some runs up here in the first inning. There'd be a little grief. 2 on and 1 away for William Contreras. Ortho ASAP walk issued to Bauers. McGreevy throws that baseball out of play, and new one sent out to him. Contreras hitting .288, 9 home runs, 51 driven in on the year. And the first pitch to Contreras missed a little bit low with a sweeper, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Now and also right on the very edge. Those are some close pitches that McGreevy has not gotten a call on. Brewers certainly will not complain. Here's the 1-0, and Contreras a rocket out to center. Going back on it is Nootbaar, backpedaling in time to make the catch. About 10 feet shy of the warning track out there in center. Back to their respective bags go Yelich and Bowers. Ball was hit pretty well for Contreras. 102 off the bat, but right in the tracks of Nootbaar. And here's Garrett Mitchell. It's been quite a stretch for Mitchell, and he's had a very good road trip and a very good series. 4 for 8 in this series with an RBI. Batting average up to 272, 8 home runs, 43 driven in. McGreevy out of the stretch, looks back at second. And the first pitch to Mitchell is a ground ball left side. It's going to be a tough play for Wynn. He gets around it, throws to first, not in time. Mitchell able to leg it out. It was a slow roller deep in the hole. Wynn was shaded back up towards the middle, closer to second base. And he just could not get enough on the throw. That's probably the best infield arm in baseball. So you never take anything for granted, even if you have the speed of Mitchell, but he was hustling and he beat it out, and the Brewers have him loaded for Luis Lara. How about a big spot early on for this youngster in his second career game? Had some good at-bats last night. First pitch to Lara is over but low with a curveball. It's 1 ball and no strikes. At least early on, it does feel like it's a pretty conservative zone from Jin Powell. Doesn't seem like it's an overly big strike zone. She hasn't called anything off the plate. Everything she's called a strike has been a strike. There's a strike. And it's 1-1. There have been a few borderline pitches that might have been strikes that were called balls. But it's been, I would say, a hitter-friendly zone here in this top of the first inning. McGreevy looks back at second. The 1-1. That is in there for a strike. Fastball at 93, and it's 1-2. That one nailed the inside edge. And Lara finds himself behind in the count. He'll use his timeout. Lara, the switch hitter, hitting left-handed against the righty McGreevy. McGreevy's thrown 15 pitches so far in the inning. Brewers have him loaded with 2 outs here in the top of the first. 1-2 pitch, and bounced in the dirt, blocked nicely by Pages out in front of the plate, so everybody has to stay put. And it's 2-2. Lara went 1 for 4 last night, drove in 2. Hitting the 2-hole last night, also walked, had some lengthy at-bats. He really impressed last night in his debut. 2-2 pitch, and Lara took low with a changeup. And he's worked the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes, and Lara kind of shaking his head as he looks out at McGreevy, feeling like he's seeing the baseball just fine right now. He is dialed into this at bat. McGreevy's now going to step off and use a disengagement. Well, how about a big pitch this early in the game? Bases loaded, 2 outs, and a full count on Luis Lara. McGreevy looks back at second, and the pitch, and a chopper left side. It's over the head of Bowers, the base runner, fielded by Blaze Jordan. He will sling it across to take care of Lara, and the inning is over. Well, the Brewers loaded the bases. They'd leave them loaded in the top of the first. We played half an inning. It's the Brewers nothing, and the Cardinals.
Is back pain slowing you down? The OAW Spine Center offers specialized care with advanced treatments for herniated discs, spinal fusion, and more. Their board-certified orthopedic care specialists use the least invasive methods, starting with non-surgical options. If surgery is needed, they provide minimally invasive procedures. The OAW Spine specialists focus on getting you back to an active lifestyle faster. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit OAWSpineCenter.com.
While there's a change on the mound, maybe it's time for a change in your career. Ironworkers Local 8 offers industry-leading wages and benefits exceeding $84 an hour, world-class training, and job opportunities throughout the eastern third of Wisconsin and the entire Upper Peninsula of Michigan. When you join Local 8, you become part of a brotherhood that looks out for you, your family, and the communities we serve. Learn more today at IWL8.org. That's IWL8.org.
The second you hear this,
fly ball left center.
You know exactly who it is.
Strong is on the move. He's running out of room. It's gone!
Brewers play-by-play man Jeff Lemmering, and he's our Brewers 360 guest every Wednesday at 8:45 on Wisconsin's Morning News.
I think it's a totally different story from Miz, but he does need to learn how to communicate. It's not a bad thing if you're done after 5. That's okay.
Brewers 360 is sponsored by Outdoor Living Unlimited, Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Hannon and Dunphy, and Ridgetop Exterior Limited, Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Hannon and Dunphy, and Ridgetop Exteriors.
The first inning is sponsored by Lakeland University. At Lakeland, your work and life experience count toward your degree, saving you time and money. Learn more at lakeland.edu.
We go to the bottom of the first inning. No score. Brewers and Cardinals. The Brewers loaded the bases in the top of the first inning, but couldn't get anything across. A couple of hits in that inning and a walk. But McGreevy got out of it. Here's Kyle Harrison making his 17th start of the season. First pitch swinging for Mason Wynn. Hits one out to right. Lara back at the track, jumping up in front of the wall, and he dropped it. Didn't quite know where he was in relation to the wall. He jumped early, otherwise he makes that catch. And it'll be a double for Mason Wynn. Lara, I think, ended up making some contact. I think the ball hit him, actually. He jumped, and I think the ball hit him as he was in the air. Getting a look at the replay here. Yeah, got him right in the chest.
Yeah, his glove just missed the ball.
Yeah. He just lost track of where he was in relation to the wall. He could have just gotten back there and made that catch with his feet on the ground. So here's Ivan Herrera. And the first pitch, a slurve that missed outside from Harrison. And it's 1-0. So a learning moment for Luis Lara, who's very good defensively. 1-0 pitch is up and away. 2 balls and no strikes. It'll be a double for Mason Wynn. He's at second base with nobody out here. Herrera's got 2 for 10 in the series. A home run. That came off Mizorowski yesterday in game 1 of the doubleheader. Here's the 2-0. That's a high fly ball, but foul and out of play down the left field line. And it's 2-1. Herrera hitting .254, 11 home runs. He's driven in 40 on the year. Very dangerous right-handed hitter. He is the DH tonight for St. Louis. Harrison trying to work around a tough luck leadoff double here in the bottom of the first. 2-1. That is a fly ball down the right field line and foul out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. Brewers baseball being brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer with great taste, only 96 calories. It's Miller time. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Herrera. Here's the pitch. And a slow roller foul up the third baseline. Stays at 2-2. Brewers defensively behind Harrison. Churio in left. Mitchell in center. Told you about Lara in right. Ortiz is at the hot corner tonight. Pratt and Jones up the middle at short and second. Bowers is at first. Contreras behind the plate. Day off for Bryce Terang. They'll give him a blow, and then he can finish the rest of this first half in style. Tomorrow night here in St. Louis, and then, of course, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Pittsburgh as Harrison misses outside of the fastball at 96, and the count is full. It is 3-2. Runner at second and nobody out here, bottom of the first inning. Harrison looks at second, and the 3-2 pitch is a chopper to second base. Backhanded by Jones. He's going to throw to first in time to take care of Herrera. Wynn goes to third on the play. He's there with 1 out. And that'll get the very dangerous Jordan Walker to the plate for St. Louis. Walker hitting .292, 21 home runs, and 69 driven in. He is one of 2 Cardinals All-Stars. Riley O'Brien was named to the All-Star team yesterday. Infield is in here for the Brewers with 1 out. The pitch and a swing and a miss at a changeup. And it's 0-1 on Walker. got the attention, I think, of a lot of Brewers people, feeling like Trevor McGill had better numbers than Riley O'Brien and may have been more deserving. And that's the way it goes sometimes with all-star game selections. The 0-1 to Walker is swung on and fouled straight back into the net. It's 0-2, and Harrison could use a strikeout here. Everything with those all-star game selections a little bit subjective. But I think if you were being objective, you would say that McGill had significantly better numbers than O'Brien. And you look at what he's meant to this team over the last 2 months, and one of the best records in baseball, and would even exaggerate that claim, I think, a little bit more. No balls and 2 strikes here on Walker. Infield is halfway now for the Brewers. The pitch, and a slurve missed low. That was a close pitch, but it missed down below the zone from Harrison. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's a tough take for Walker. One-two pitch, and a fly ball into right center field. This is hit well. Mitchell on the move on the warning track. It's going to bounce on the warning track and ends up staying in play and bounces back to Lara. Racing home from third is Wynn to score, and Walker into second with an RBI double. Kind of tough luck for Kyle Harrison. That was probably a catchable ball too. Mitchell had to cover a lot of ground to try and get there. Reached out at the last second and just couldn't come up with it. It would have been deep enough to score the run regardless, but you would have had nobody on and 2 away. Instead, you have 1 out and a runner at second and a 1-0 Cardinals lead. 19th double of the year for Walker. And here's Nelson Velasquez in first pitch swinging. It's a fly ball to left down the line. If it's fair, it's a problem. It is foul. It would have had home run distance, but just foul down that left field line. Cardinals seeing if they want to ask for a crew chief review of it. I don't believe they will. It looked like it definitely went foul from our vantage point. And the Cardinals will not ask for a review. No balls and 1 strike here on Nelson Velasquez, hitting .269 on the year, 4 home runs and 12 driven in for Velasquez. Walker is at second. There is 1 out. Harrison brings home the pitch and bounced it in the dirt. That was the slurve. It's 1-1. It's pause 10 for ID on the Brewers Radio Network. One ball and 1 strike on Nelson Velasquez. It's 1-0 Cardinals here in the bottom of the first inning. Harrison's 1-1 pitch, a swing and a miss, blew a fastball by him at 95, and it's 1-2. 2 doubles in this inning, and I think you can fairly say that both could have been caught. So it's been a tough luck inning so far for Kyle Harrison. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Nelson Velasquez. The pitch. That's up and away with a fastball at 95, and the count is even at 2-2. Alec Burleson is in the on-deck circle for St. Louis. Harrison about to throw his 17th pitch. Brings it home, swing and a miss. He struck him out with a changeup. That's the first strikeout for Harrison. Ortho ASAP strikeout. There's 2 away. Don't strike out. Get back to the active lifestyle you want at Ortho ASAP. See a specialist today at orthowisconsin.com. So here's Burleson. .275 average, 14 home runs, and 63 driven in on the season. Brewers have pitched him well so far in this series. He's 0 for 8 with 3 strikeouts. And the slurve in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. That backed up Burleson a little bit with that slurve. Might have been up and out of the zone. In fact, it was, but Burleson did not challenge. Harrison's 0-1. This is lined into the gap in right center field. That's going to roll all the way to the wall around third as Walker. He will score. Burleson chugging into second with an RBI double. It's 2-0 St. Louis. That was a sharply hit line drive right into the gap. 107 off the bat of Burleson. That's the best swing of this game for the Cardinals. They've had some loud contact, though, against Harrison early on. Burleson drives in his 64th of this season. And now Chris Hook is out there to chat with Kyle Harrison. Trips to the mound presented by Potawatomi Sportsbook with wall-to-wall screens, elite dining, and over 95 kiosks. It's a fan's dream. Potawatomi Sportsbook, become a legend. 21st double of the season for Alec Burleson. And the Cardinals jumping out in front here. 2-0 St. Louis.
Good news. Brewers have been playing from behind pretty much the whole road trip every game, but that hadn't been a problem.
Yeah, they're comfortable doing this.
Come back. Monday night they trailed 3-0, won 4-3. Game 1 yesterday they were down 2-0, won 4-3. Just setting them up.
Here's Jose Fermin. Harrison's first pitch to Fermin. This is high. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Yeah. Just getting them right where you want them for the Brewers. 1-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled back behind home plate. It's 1-1. In all seriousness, a 2-0 deficit's not the end of the world for the Brewers. They had the bases loaded in the first inning. They got to McGreevy the last time they faced him. Team is playing well, and as you said, Josh, comfortable playing from behind. 1-1 pitch. That's high. It's 2 balls and 1 strike, but you want to keep it right here if you're Harrison. You don't want this inning to get any longer than it has been. Fermin hitting .269, 3 home runs, 17 driven in on the season. Harrison's 2-1 pitch. Missed in with a slurve. And it's going to be challenged by Contreras.
The catcher is challenging the call ball.
And he is going to win this one. This one, I think, is going to clip the upper inside corner. Boom.
The call is overturned. Milwaukee has 2 challenges remaining.
That's a pretty big overturn for Contreras. And now it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count here on Fermin instead of a 3-1 count. Fermin, a right-handed hitter, as Harrison looks in. And the 2-2 pitch. And this is a fly ball to right. Backing up is Lara. Just a couple of steps. Sunglasses on. Turns around, makes the catch. And the inning is over. But the Cardinals strike for 2. They hit 3 doubles in the inning. And they Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance. Because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Smart 18 is the union for Wisconsin's sheet metal workers. And a Smart 18 partnership comes with a powerful advantage for business owners. You'll have access to a highly skilled workforce and enhanced training and safety programs, which means less turnovers and headaches. Plus, Smart 18 connections bring more job bids, helping you grow and gain a competitive edge. Move your shop ahead. Visit GoSmart18.com today.
All right, if you live in Wisconsin and you're not eating dairy, I got questions. Because this is a state where Farm MacGyver fixes equipment with duct tape and hope. Where farm talkers film chores like it's content. So support your local dairy farmers. Just look for the Proudly Wisconsin Dairy Badge. Then drink the milk, eat the cheese, melt the butter. Don't skip on the ice cream. And visit borntodairy.com to meet the farmers behind it all. Because around here, dairy isn't optional. We were born to dairy.
The sound of baseball. Statewide.
It is up and it's gone!
This is the Brewers Radio Network.
We go to the top of the second inning. It is 2-0 St. Louis. And it'll be Cooper Pratt to lead things off for the Brewers. He's had a very good series. 3 for 10 in the series, double and a triple. And squaring to bunt, takes the pitch from McGreevy up and in with a fastball. It's 1-0. Before the first pitch or after the final out, give your ride an all-star clean at Tsunami Express. Tsunami Express Car Wash, the official car wash of the Milwaukee Brewers. Here's the 1-0, and that is a strike on the inside edge. It's 1-1. Pratt hitting .217, no home runs, 4 driven in on the year. 1-1 pitch. Pratt flinched at a pitch that missed outside of the sweeper. That didn't miss by a lot, but it did miss off the plate away at the very bottom. And it's 2-1 on Cooper. Cooper's ball strike has gotten better the last couple of weeks. That is a strike up on the upper inside corner with a 2-seam fastball. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. We saw him have his struggles like almost every young player will have. But the bat has come back alive on this road trip. 5 hits on this trip for Cooper. Driven in a couple of runs. 2-2 pitch. Chopper foul at the plate, and it'll stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes, and a lot of walks sprinkled in there for Cooper as well on this trip.
Yeah, Lane, he's been on base 11 times. The 5 games that he's played on the road trip, that's really good production out of the bottom of the order.
Yeah, when you're getting that out of your 7-hole hitter, you'll take that every time. 2-2 pitch, and Pratt, a hard hit ground ball, backhanded by Wynn to his feet, throws across, but it pulls Burleson off the bag. It'll be an infield single for Cooper Pratt. If Wynn makes an accurate throw, that would have been a very undervalued play because he would have made it look really easy. But that ball was smoked on the ground at 101, deep in the hole. He went into a mini slide, fielded it, and with his arm strength, you thought it was probably over at that point, to be honest with you. But the throw just wasn't accurate. So it'll be a base hit for Cooper Pratt to lead off this inning for the Crew. So a good start to this second inning for Milwaukee. And now here's the red-hot Joey Ortiz. There goes Pratt. Swing and a miss. Throw to second is going to be in time. They got him. Pratt thinks maybe he got in there. He's looking into the dugout. Tag looked like it was up around the knee area. He went in feet first. Brewers holding things up to see if they want to challenge it. Still holding things up. Pat Murphy is not going to challenge. So Pratt is caught stealing. First time in his career he's been caught. Didn't look like he got the best jump. And Pages behind the plate is one of the better defensive catchers in the National League. No balls and 1 strike here on Joey Ortiz. McGreevy out of the windup, brings home the pitch, and Joey took a strike at the bottom of the zone. It's 0-2. Joey batting average up to .224. He's gone 5 for 10 this series, 8 hits on this trip for Ortiz. And he takes a sweeper low. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brewers have made McGreevy really work. They've had a ton of traffic in the first 2 innings, but nothing to show for it so far. McGreevy out of the windup, and the 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. He chased a sweeper down and away. Ortiz strikes out. Second strikeout recorded by McGreevy. And there's 2 down now for Greg Jones. Jones recalled yesterday, actually selected yesterday. He was not on the 40-man as he had been DFA'd earlier in the season and outrighted to AAA Nashville. Brewers put Brandon Lockridge on the 60-day IL to make room for Jones on the 40-man yesterday. Takes the first pitch strike, and it's 0-1. Gets the start at second base here tonight. His second stint in the big leagues this year with the Crew. 0-1 is lined foul and out of play, third base side. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. Brewers with 3 hits in this game. They've had 4 base runners. So it feels like a night where they're going to have some success against McGreevy. 0-2 pitch and a half swing and a miss from Jones on a sinker up and out of the zone at 93. So back-to-back strikeouts for McGreevy. No runs on a hit, no errors, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 2-0 Cardinals on the Brewers Radio Network.
Crews show up organized and ready to work in an environment built on safety and skill. That's the skilled union laborers who are members of LIUNA, Wisconsin. Highly trained, reliable, focused on delivering the highest standards of quality and productivity. For contractors, LIUNA means projects done right the first time, on time and on budget. For laborers, LIUNA is more than just a paycheck. It's a career built on training, stability, and pride in their work. Go with LIUNA. Feel the power.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Service and savings. It's Woodman. Hi, we're the Woodmans. I'm Clint. I'm Phil, saving you big time money on tuna dishes.
5-ounce chicken in the sea tuna, just 99 cents. Or 16-ounce cremette, elbow, or rotini pasta, 99 cents too.
I Caramba hot prices on tuna dishes.
Chicken in the sea, 99, or cremette, 99.
Everybody loves tuna dishes at these special prices.
Better products, better prices, better service because we're employee-owned.
It's Woodman's.
Your hometown crew.
Yelich trying to steal home. Here's the throw to the plate. He's safe.
No matter where you live.
Yelich sprinted home.
This is the Brewers Radio Network.
It is 2-0 St. Louis. It is 2-0 St. Louis. As we go to the bottom of the second inning, Kyle Harrison, 24 pitches to get himself through that first inning. Gave up 3 doubles in the bottom of the first inning, and now he faces the bottom third of the order for the Cardinals. Blaze Jordan, first batter of this inning, and he takes a slurve down and in. It's 1-0. Seen Harrison lean on that slurve a little bit here in the early goings. Pitch missed outside of the changeup. 2 balls and no strikes. Two runs on 3 hits so far for St. Louis. Nothing on 3 for the Brewers. The 2-0 pitch. Ground ball sharply hit to short. Gobbled up by Pratt. Throws across in time to take care of Blaze Jordan. And the leadoff man is retired for the first time in this game for either team. 1 away for Lars Nootbaar. As the boys of summer grind their way through another pennant chase, enjoy every inning with baseball's favorite comfort food, Usinger sausage. Nothing beats a 1-2-3 ninth inning save, but nothing saves a tailgate party like an extra pack of Usingers. Don't get caught short. Pitch is inside to Lars Nootbaar, and it's 1-0. We need to save the tailgate. We're going to have a challenge here. So Contreras challenging it. He's going to lose this one. Jim Powell got this one right. Fastball that missed inside.
The call is confirmed. Milwaukee has 1 challenge remaining.
So 1 ball and no strikes here on Lars Nootbaar. William had to be pretty convinced in order to challenge in that spot. There is a strike with a fastball at 95, and it's 1-1. But it definitely was inside. It was not a strike. Speaking of saving the tailgate, we need to save the tailgate for Josh. You need your noodles. They're not here yet.
No, I got them.
Oh, you got them. Okay, the 1-1. This is a fly ball to right. Hit pretty well. Lara back, spun around, reaches up, and he can't. He made the catch. Luis Lara made the catch. He's now lying on the ground out on the warning track. Oh, man, he spun around 2 different times. He is very slow to get up, but he made an incredible catch. I think he's really battling the sun. It's a tough sun out in right field. He is up. Garrett Mitchell helping him up. And that was an adventure out there in right, but he reached out at the last second and pulled it out of the air. And there are 2 away.
Wow, what a catch. Lane, that is as good as it gets out there. You said it, tough sun field. Spinning like a top, finding the ball right before he hit the wall. Incredible. Good job, Luis.
Here's Pedro Pages. Harrison's first pitch is fouled back and out of play. It's 0-1. He is getting tested out there in the first 2 innings. Had a couple of balls that have been hit like right over his head, which are tough ones to get the depth you need and the angle you need to get the right route to the baseball when you're going back on it like that. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and fouled back, and it's 0-2. Pages, 1 for 3 in this series, hitting .218 on the year, 4 home runs, and 11 driven in. Oh, 2 pitch. Missed outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Harrison could use a little bit more efficient inning. He is in a position to potentially do that. Here's number 33. And he misses down and in with a slurve. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Harrison's 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a slurve. And a much needed 1-2-3 inning for Kyle Harrison, including his second ortho ASAP strikeout of the night. We go to the 3rd inning. It's 2-0.
I'm Julie Leary, and I'm part of the Cannon & Dunphy personal injury team. For over 40 years, we've helped car accident victims get the results they deserve. If you've been injured in a car accident, call Cannon & Dunphy. I believe nobody does it better.
You've taught them, trained them, taken every precaution. But sometimes, despite your best efforts, someone gets hurt on the job. Because they're not perfect. They're people, and they're your people. At least you can keep them happy, healthy, and working with a workers' compensation policy from West Bend. It's how to give every problem a silver lining. West Bend, the worst, brings out our best. To find out more, visit thesilverlining.com.
Hi, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Most contractors cut corners and disappear when there's a problem. Not us. Since 1997, we've completed over 60,000 projects, earned thousands of 5-star reviews, and were named 2025 Roofing Magazine Contractor of the Year. We set the standard for exterior remodeling. Trusted by homeowners, proven every single day. We're excited to show you why choosing Infinity means peace of mind. Visit infinityexteriors.com to see why your neighbors trust Infinity.
I'm Pat Dunphy of Cannon & Dunphy. Injured in a car accident? You need to talk to one of our experienced attorneys. We've been doing this for more than 40 years, and 40 years of results prove that nobody does it better. Call Cannon & Dunphy for a free consultation.
Auto depression. When your car's appearance makes you sad. Known cures? Z-Bart Spring Cleanup Sale. Side effects. New car euphoria. Say goodbye to auto depression. Say hello to Z-Bart. Z-Bart.
It is 2-0 Cardinals. We go to the 3rd inning, and with the play-by-play, here's Josh Maurer.
Thank you very much, Lane. Second time through the order for the birthday boy, Michael McGreevy. Yelich, Churio, and Bowers coming up, chasing a couple of runs early. The pitch to Yelich is right down Broadway for a strike. 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Brewers have had a leadoff single each of the first 2 innings against McGreevy. Yelich had the first. Cooper Pratt had the second. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a cutter that was up at the shoulders, 0-2. Kind of wild the Brewers didn't score. They had 4 of the first 7 batters get on base. But McGreevy made some big pitches. He also got a big caught stealing from his catcher last inning. The 0-2 to Yelich is down and in on a slider. But as Lane said, you get the feeling there's offense coming here for the Brewers. Maybe here in the 3rd with the top of the lineup up there. Game 4 of this 5-game series. McGreevy winds 1-2. Up and away. Good take. Tried to come through the back door with a cutter. McGreevy didn't quite get it there. It's 2-2. Yelich now with 4 hits the last couple of days. He was 3 for 10 in the doubleheader. Good signs from the Brewers captain at the plate. 2-0 Cardinals after 2 innings tonight. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a curveball. So he struck out 3 in a row now, has McGreevy. Jackson Churio struck out back in the first inning. Third inning is brought to you by Citgo. Whether you're crossing the state line or just going across town, Club Citgo can save you money on every fill-up along the way, like 3 cents off every gallon every day. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Jackson 1 for 13 this series. 1 for 12 right-handed. Takes a called strike. 0 for 1 left-handed. A lot of talk about that at-bat that he took against the position player pitching in the 9th inning last night when he batted lefty. Sounds like kind of on a dare. The 0-1 outside corner called a strike with a fastball. Well, he's not picking the ball up very well from McGreevy. Watching some strikes go by. It's 0-2 as it was when he struck out looking in the first. But anyway, he went up there. The thing about it was, in a game that you're winning 10-2 and they're throwing a position player who's lobbing the ball about 35 miles an hour to the plate, I think all bets are off. So Jackson tried it, and he put a great swing on that pitch. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a curveball, and McGreevy struck out 4 in a row. Turn into Pedro Martinez all of a sudden here, these last 4 hitters. He has struck out 5, and that's 2 out here in the third with a 2-0 lead for Jake Bowers. Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee has major wins on deck. Play with your rewards card for a shot at cash, reward play, and new Toyotas. Visit Potawatomi.com for details. Trying for his first perfect inning of the game. McGreevy to Bowers. Down low, ball 1 on a sweeper. Bowers, as Lane said earlier, he's got McGreevy in his book. Home run against him in that start back on the 26th of May at home. The day that Harrison beat McGreevy. He was a tapper into the dirt in the box, and it got a piece of the catcher, Pajes. Ouch. He is hobbled. That got him somewhere unprotected. 1-1. Jen Powell, tonight's home plate umpire, goes to hand deliver the pitcher McGreevy a new baseball to give Pajes a little time. Brewers won that first McGreevy-Harrison matchup 6-0. Part of this great winning streak they've had against the Cardinals. They've won 7 games in a row against St. Louis coming into tonight. The 1-1 to Bowers, lifted foul left side, drifting into the seats. 1-2. First 3 games of this series, Milwaukee has taken. They've already clinched the sets with these 2 games still to go. It's the longest series the Brewers have all year, 5 games. Down 2-0 in the third tonight. McGreevy's 1-2. Flied foul again, left side, up and out of play. This is the longest road trip of the season, 11 games in 10 days. Brewers are already 5-1 in it. Need 1 more win to clinch a winning road trip. 1-2 high, and it's 2-2. Fastball from McGreevy. This team, for the last couple of years, has been the best road team in baseball, and there's really not even a close second. You go back to last year, they had the best record. This year, they have the best road record. 2-2. Low, good take on a slider by Bowers, and he's worked to full counts. They just pile up winning road trip after winning road trip. Bowers walked in the first. 3-2 with 2 out in the third. The bases are empty, and McGreevy gets his sign from Pajes. Right-hander kicks. 3-2. And on the ground to first. Easy for Alec Burleson. He'll field it and flip to McGreevy, covering in time to get Bowers. That'll retire the side in order for the first time tonight. We go to the bottom of the third. 2-0 St. Louis on the Brewers Radio Network.
The Boucher Service Centers have you covered. Your home team for auto care. From Kenosha, West Bend, Waukesha, Janesville, and everywhere in between. Right now, get tires for just $1 over cost. Plus, great deals on batteries and brakes to keep you safe on the road. And don't miss this. Oil changes starting at just $79.95, including a full safety inspection and tire rotation. Learn more at Boucher.com. Drive with confidence, service with Boucher. Boucher Automotive Group. We ride with you every mile.
Is back pain slowing you down? When it comes to spine care, you need specialized expertise. At the OAW Spine Center, their orthopedic care specialists provide the highest level of care for everything from herniated discs to spinal fusion. They start with the most conservative, non-surgical treatments like physical therapy and injections. If surgery is needed, minimally invasive procedures at the OAW Spine Center will get you back on your feet faster. With a focus on treating the source of the problem, they take a comprehensive, active approach to spine health, getting you back to the life you love. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit OAWspinecenter.com. That's OAWspinecenter.com.
Tri-City National Bank is proud to support your hometown team, and our bankers can help you achieve your financial dream. Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank.
Kyle Harrison back to work. It's 2-0 St. Louis as we go to the bottom half of the third inning. When the game is on the line, the Brewers rely on their elite bullpen. When your oral health is on the line, rely on a WDA member dentist. To find a WDA dentist near you, go to WDA.org. Let's get a safe driving tip from Schneider and their professional truck drivers. Tonight they remind you, put your phone away while driving. Your full attention can save lives. Good tips always from Schneider. Here's Mason Wynn leading off. He'll take a strike on a fastball here from Harrison. Top of the order, Herrera and Walker to follow. Wynn doubled to right, ball off the glove, and then the body of Luis Lara in front of the fence. He chops a slur foul and is behind 0-2 here. That started that 2-run first inning. Mason Wynn put into the leadoff spot by manager Ollie Marmol tonight. Doubled on the very first pitch that Harrison threw in the outing. 0-2 here. Field covered in shadows. 0-2 pitch is down low. I think that double that Wynn hit to right back in the first inning might have been caught now by Lara. I think he was having an issue with the sun that was still very part of the play in right field at that time. 1-2 pitch fouled back into the screen. Ever since now all of right field is covered in shadow. Harrison in that game against St. Louis opposite McGreevy on May 26th. 6 scoreless innings, only 4 hits. 1-2 pitch, fly to center. Garrett Mitchell is there, a few steps in, and now waiting. Garrett reaches up and makes the catch. And that's 5 in a row retired by Harrison, bringing up Ivan Herrera. Grounded to second base to advance a runner. A productive out back in the first inning for the Cardinals DH, who's 2 for 11 in the series. Harrison not named an All-Star, and I think that was disappointing. There's still a day or two left that maybe that could change. Pitch is down low, and it's 1-0. Up until recently, he had some of the best numbers of any starting pitcher in baseball, and that includes Jacob Mizorowski. 1-0 pitch. Inside corner, landed the slurve to Herrera for strike 1. 2-0 Cardinals, 1 out in the bottom of the third. Actually, you start with that game that was in Vegas. The pitch is way outside, 2-1. He's got an earned run average over 6 in his previous 5 starts. So over about a month. Trying to dial it back in here as he makes his final start before the All-Star break. 2-1, 1 out in the pitch. That's a slurve in there for a strike. Herrera watched it go by, 2-2. The pitch is flied into shallow right. Lara's coming on in. Lara still coming. Goes into a dive forward, and Luis Lara makes the catch right before it hit the grass. A terrific catch again. 2 innings in a row for the rookie, who is being tested and then some here tonight behind Harrison. In the second, he was going back and spinning and caught Nootbaar's ball right before he banked into the fence. Here in the third on Herrera's blooper, he's coming forward using that closing speed, reaching out, and he caught it off his feet. 2 out, and the pitch is to Walker. Ground ball to second. Craig Jones makes an error. It's right at Jones, and he misses it. And it goes into center field. So that'll put a runner at first with 2 outs after a couple of fly balls. Walker, who had hit the RBI double back in the first inning, hits a hard ground ball right at Greg Jones, and it ate him up. So that'll bring to the plate Nelson Velasquez. Struck out back in the first. 2-0 Cardinals, and Harrison throws to first. Ian safely standing up is Walker. Let's take a drive around the league. Brought to you by Construction Business Group. Wisconsin operating engineers and trusted contractors, building Wisconsin together. Cubs have taken the lead over the Orioles 4-3. First pitch at the top of the zone with a fastball to Velasquez, 0-1, 94-mile-an-hour pitch. The Cubs took the lead after trailing on a Pete Alonso 2-run homer. Here's a challenge by Nelson Velasquez, and he's going to win it. It was upstairs by a couple of inches. It was a big miss.
The call is overturned. St. Louis has 2 challenges remaining.
So it's ball 1 instead of strike 1 to Velasquez. All ABS challenges sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. So Alonso had hit the 2-run homer that made it 3-1 Baltimore, but then the Cubs, as the pitch is swung on and missed, 1-1, they hit 3 solo homers in the top of the 5th against Baltimore's Dean Kramer. They've got 4 solo homers in the game. Pete Crow Armstrong has 2 of those, of course. Man, he's on fire. Now the 1-1. Velasquez up the ladder, swings and misses again. Keep going up there, Kyle. 94, he couldn't catch it, and it's 1-2. PCA now with 21 homers. Chicago 7 games behind the Brewers for first. Timeout used by Velasquez. He had a home run last night against Robert Gasser. Harrison struck him out in the first inning. This guy is good against left-handed pitchers. The 1-2, way outside, arm side miss, and it's 2-2 on that heater. The Braves have taken a 2-0 lead against Pittsburgh with 2 runs in the top of the 8th to break up a pitcher's duel. Jared Jones was exceptional for the Pirates. 2-2. Down and in, did he swing? He did not. On a breaking ball that was in the dirt. First base umpire Todd Tishner says no, so it's a full count now on Velasquez. That means that Walker will be in motion on the pitch with 2 out. 2-0 St. Louis, bottom of the 3rd. Joey Bart just did a 2-run home run against his former team, the Pirates, for Atlanta to make it 2-0 Braves in the 8th. Runner is off, 3-2. Fouled back and out of play by Velasquez. Challenge fastball there, and we'll do it again at a full count. Remember, Joey Bart was with the Pirates the last few years. Braves just got him in a trade. Jared Jones, 6 hitless innings tonight for Pittsburgh, but he won't be involved in the decision. Harrison ready again to Velasquez. 3-2 coming. Swing ground ball to second base. Jones gets another chance. Fields this one cleanly and throws to first in time to get the out on Velasquez. It's all you can ask for in life, Lane. Just get a second chance. Greg made it, and we go to the 4th. After an error, 1 man stranded. It is 2-0 St. Louis on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Dear the pennant, the rugged Tacoma's got upper deck power and available 4-wheel drive. The RAV4 is an all-hybrid all-star with versatility that leads the league. And the all-hybrid Camry hits it out of the park with impressive miles per gallon. No matter which Toyota you choose, you're driving an MVP. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places.
Service and savings. It's Woodman.
Hi, we're the Woodmans. Woodman's. I'm Clint.
I feel saving you tons of money on Johnsonville brats.
Select 10-pack varieties, $8.99, or select 5-pack varieties, $4.99, or 2 for $9.50.
Ay caramba, hot prices on Johnsonville.
10-pack, $8.99, 5-pack, $4.99.
Everybody loves grilling Johnsonville brats.
Better products, better prices, better service, because we're employee-owned.
It's Woodman's.
As a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers, Steinhoffels knows a good season starts with a great night's sleep. That's why Steinhoffels has all the best mattress brands and an exclusive Discover Your Sleep system that takes the guesswork out of finding the perfect fit for you. And with free delivery plus Steinhoffels' 120-night sleep guarantee, you can rest easy knowing you made the right call. Sleep better all season long. Steinhoffels, born and bred in Milwaukee, just like the Brewers.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't play games. Just straightforward pricing, premium quality, and trusted Pella certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
William Contreras will lead off the fourth against Michael McGreevy. It's 2-0 Cardinals. Williams the cleanup batter tonight. And we remind you, it's 2-0 Cardinals. Williams the cleanup batter tonight. And we remind you, you can clean up any home damage with Loyal Family, located in Muskego, serving southeastern Wisconsin and across the state. Don't let the out-of-towners handle it. Call locally owned Loyal Family Renovations for a free inspection today. William takes up and in for ball one. Contreras lined out to center back in the first. That's the inning that the Brewers had their threat against McGreevy. They put 3 men on, but stranded him. The 1-0. Outside corner called a strike. McGreevy has retired 5 straight. Contreras 0 for 9 this series. Wind up in the 1-1. Popped up into shallow left center field. Center fielder Nootbaar is going over. He'll call off the left fielder Velasquez, moving to his right, makes the catch. And McGreevy's retired 6 in a row. Carbless is a proud partner of the Brewers. Premium ready-to-drink cocktails. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 gluten. Find it at the ballpark or your local retailer. Carbless, less is more. We were driving around the league. Garrett Mitchell's up there. He had an infield hit back in the first. How cool is it going to be for William Contreras that his brother Wilson also got added to the All-Star game? Pitch is just a little bit high on Mitchell, ball one. That was announced yesterday. He's now with the Boston Red Sox. Wilson is. So both of the Contreras brothers will be in Philadelphia next week. One in the NL, one in the AL. The 1-0 pitch comes in low to Mitchell on a curve, 2-0. Dueling Contreras in the All-Star game. McGreevy okays the sign from Pajes. The 2-0. Garrett swings through a cutter. It's 2-1. The newest Brewers bobblehead is almost here. Get a Brandon Woodruff bobble for the first 25,000 fans at the game Saturday out of the All-Star break. That's the 18th. 2 Saturdays from now. 2-1. Down low, 3-1. You can see the bobble and get your tickets at brewers.com/giveaways. Tough news on Brandon Woodruff today. Brewers announcing that the imaging that he got after he left the start in Arizona Saturday, it revealed a new injury to his shoulder. 3-1. Line drive to short on a hop right at Mason Wynn. Nice pick, and Wynn throws out Mitchell by a step using that great cannon of an arm that he's got. Hard hit, but that's 2 out. And now McGreevy a chance at his second straight 1-2-3 inning as Luis Lara comes to the plate.
That was hit 111 off the bat of Garrett Mitchell. Everything it feels like that Garrett puts in play is barreled right now. Save for his first at bat today, and that was a base hit.
Yeah, you know, he's actually had a few infield singles in this series, but that works sometimes just as well as a barrel. Pitch to Lara. Strike. Cutter through the back door. He's batting left-handed, the switch hitter. He had the biggest at bat of the game for the Brewers thus far. Bases loaded, 2 out in the first. He worked a full count, but he bounced out to third. And they have not threatened since. 2-0 Cardinals in the 0-1 outside that time on the curve. 1-1 on Luis. So Woody is going to seek a second opinion. He'll see his surgeon, Dr. Meister, in the coming days just to figure out what they need to do about this quote-unquote new injury that developed. 1-1 pitch down the middle for a strike on a fastball 1-2. I just feel like we're all just crestfallen for Woody. That's the reaction I have. Just kind of puts a lump in your throat.
Yeah, you feel for the person first and foremost.
It doesn't sound great. You'll hope. 1-2 pitch. Lara takes inside. Good take. A cutter that was in by just a whisker, and it's 2-2.
Woody debuted in 2017 with the Brewers. And I've been here, of course, that entire time. I got here in 2016. I've never heard one negative thing said about Brandon Woodruff.
I don't know that anybody ever has. 2-2. Lara takes strike 3 in the inside corner. Paint from McGreevy, who's pitching one of his best games in a very long time thus far. 4 scoreless innings, and that was his 6th strikeouts. Brewers have been retired 8 in a row. We go to the Family Insurance.
What's on Tap, brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Rooting for the Brew Crew because we're from Milwaukee too. Tastes like Miller time.
Brewers theme nights are back and better than ever in 2026. Join the crew for your favorite theme nights, plus new events like Hello Kitty Night and Paw Patrol Day. Check them all out at brewers.com/theme nights.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball and Miller Lite.
High-tech data centers are critical to unlocking the power of technology to grow our economy, improve our healthcare, and transform education. And Wisconsin is quickly becoming a data center hub, which is great news for our state's skilled workers. Each data center creates about 1,800 construction jobs and then hundreds of high-paying jobs to operate it. Wisconsin Infrastructure Investment Now supports bringing data centers online to move our state's economy and technology forward.
Nothing says summer like baseball. Whether you're headed to the stadium solo or tailgating with friends, Tsunami Express Car Wash keeps your ride looking game day ready. Wash away dust, bugs, and road grime with unlimited daily washes and free vacuums as a Tsunami Express member. So before you cheer on the crew, make sure your vehicle looks as good as your game day spirit. Plans start at just $16 for your first month. Learn more at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash, the official car wash of the Milwaukee Brewers.
The best sounds you can get.
It's back, track, bye, baseball.
All season long, this is the Brewers Radio Network. This is the Brewers Radio Network.
Alec Burleson has the last base hit for the Cardinals. That 2-out, 2 RBI double in the first. 1 RBI double. That made it 2-0. And he leads off the 4th now. He'll take a strike from Kyle Harrison, lefty on lefty. 2 runs on 3 doubles in the first, and nothing since for St. Louis, but good enough for this 2-0 lead. Harrison's 0-1. And on the ground to first, behind the bag, backhanded by Bowers. He'll need the help of Harrison, underhands it to him, and he beats Burleson there by a few steps for the out. 3-1 on the hookup. The chances in this game for each team really were in the first, and we've hardly had anything since.
Harrison settled in nicely. There's some loud contact against him early on. He's not getting a ton of swing and miss tonight, but remember the first time around against the Cardinals, not a lot of swing and miss.
And he was able to put up 6 scoreless that night. Jose Fermin flew to right field to end that first inning, and the pitch catches the inside corner, 94 with a fastball. Retired veterans, you can turn to Network Health for affordable and reliable health plans tailored to meet your needs. Find the coverage you need and health plan experience you want with Network Health. Learn more at their website, networkhealth.com/veterans. 0-1 is a breaking ball down and into Jose Fermin. Bounced in there, so they'll get a new baseball out to the pitcher. His teammates all call Harry. 1-1 pitch upstairs, 2-1. Sometimes it's pretty formulaic to figure out what the baseball nicknames are going to end up becoming. If your last name is Harrison, Harry is a pretty likely candidate to be your nickname. 2-1, drilled into deep left. Is it going to get out? Churrio's back at the fence. Goodbye. Into the bullpen. Home run, Jose Fermin. Fastball, and he pulled it out of here. Fermin's not a power hitter. That's only his 4th of the year in 161 at-bats. But he has made it 3-0 St. Louis in the bottom of the 4th. He's been a really good hitter against the Brewers this series. Maybe St. Louis's best. Utility man, and has helped that St. Louis offense pretty much all season long. Swing and a miss now by Blaze Jordan. 1 out, base is still clear. 4 extra base hits against Harrison are the 4 hits that the Cardinals own. They lead 3-0, and the 0-1 is down and in on Blaze Jordan. Grounded to short on a hard hit ball his first time. The 1-1. Chopped foul on a slurve into the dirt in the box. Brewers were down 3-0 in the series opener a couple of nights ago, and they won 4-3. In St. Louis's night thus far, though. Here's a line drive to right. In comes Lara with a play. He's there, reaches up, makes the catch. That carried right out to him. Ball hard hit the opposite way by Blaze Jordan. 2 outs. And that brings Lars Nootbaar to the plate. Cubs now lead Baltimore 9-4. They just scored 5 runs in the 7th inning after I told you they led 4-3. 9-4 now. First pitch to Nootbaar, in at the knees for a strike. Seiya Suzuki hit a 2-run home run for the Cubs' 5th home run of the game. Baltimore's just gotten one in the bottom of the 7th. 9-4 Cubs. Swing and a miss. Nootbaar fooled by the slurve, and it's 0-2. And the Braves now lead the Pirates 3-0 going to the bottom of the 9th. Trying to even that series in Pittsburgh. 1 win apiece. Set up a rubber match tomorrow if they hold on before we get there Friday. Brewers' first trip to Pittsburgh this season. 0-2 pitch. Inside, just barely. Nootbaar took one that was very close. Ball 1, though. 2 out, a run in on the home run by Fermin, and the pitch is tipped foul off of Contreras. Just got a piece of it, and then it got a piece of him. Still 1-2 on Nootbaar. He flew out to right on that spiraling catch by Luis Lara back a couple of innings ago. Now the pitch again, 1-2. Popped foul coming back over our heads by Nootbaar. Spoils one to stay alive. Harrison's in the mid-60s in his pitch count. It was number 68. Trying to get through the 4th. 1-2 again. Tipped foul again. Got a piece of Contreras on the way back again. That was the slurve, and Nootbaar is going to see at least 7 pitches here. Brewers' starting pitching in this series has given them everything they could have hoped. At least 6 innings, the first 3 games from the starters. 1-2 again. Chopped very softly to first. This will be a play for Jake Bowers. Flips to Harrison, race to the bag. Just beat Nootbaar there. He was hustling. But Harrison beat him by a half a stride, and that'll retire the side. 3-1 again. Home run by Fermin has made it 3-0 Cardinals. Remember, the Brewers in the doubleheader yesterday got at least 7 innings from their 2 starters. See if they can get the offense going against McGreevy in the 5th on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
What if sparks from an employee's grinder cause a house fire on your job site? Unexpected things happen every day, but you can make sure your business doesn't get hurt with a carefully crafted general liability policy from West Bend. Be sure your independent agent understands your business, because at West Bend, the worst brings out our best. To find out more, visit thesilverlining.com.
Rev up your rewards at the pump with the Club Citgo app. Join today and enter for the chance to win big with members-only sweepstakes, plus everyday savings that stack automatically. Start with 20 cents off per gallon on your first fill-up and save 25 cents per gallon on your first 4 purchases with Plus Pay. Hit Premier status and unlock even more. So what are you waiting for? Download the Club Citgo app today and you're good to go. Savings good up to 30 gallons only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
All right, if you live in Wisconsin and you're not eating dairy, I got questions. Because this is a state where Farm MacGyver fixes equipment with duct tape and hope. Where farm talkers film chores like it's content. So support your local dairy farmers. Just look for the Proudly Wisconsin Dairy Badge. Then drink the milk, eat the cheese, melt the butter. Don't skip on the ice cream. And visit borntodairy.com to meet the farmers behind it all. Because around here, dairy isn't optional. We were born to dairy.
How can you not be romantic about this? This is the Brewers Radio Network.
Well, Michael McGreevy's retired 8 straight Brewers, working now with a 3-0 lead as we go to the 5th. And Cooper Pratt sets working now with a 3-0 lead as we go to the 5th. And Cooper Pratt sets a lead off. Back with play-by-play. Here's Lane.
All right, thank you very much, Josh. The Brewers have 6 comeback wins this year when trailing by 3 or more runs. That's tied for the 3rd most in Major League Baseball. They'll try to add to that total here tonight as Cooper Pratt leads off the 5th inning, and McGreevy brings home the pitch. It's lined right back to McGreevy. Off his glove, he picks it up and throws to first in time to take care of Pratt. That ball was smoked at 103. I think it got a piece of McGreevy beyond his glove as well. He's walking and seems to be a little frustrated. I got him in the chest a little bit as well, I think. I think it initially got the glove and then bounced off the glove to his chest and then back down onto the grass. He says he's okay, I think. Ollie Marmol and the trainer are out there checking on him, though. That ball was hit very hard from Cooper Pratt. But it goes down as a 1-3 put out in your scorebook. I think he's going to maybe make a warm-up throw or two and kind of check things out, make sure he's all right. So Joey Ortiz will stand off to the side and wait before he begins his at-bat. McGreevy brings home the pitch. What a birthday present for him. A smoked by line drive. Nobody likes that. I think he is saying that he's fine and he's going to stay in the game. That left pectoral is going to start barking at him a little bit as this game goes along, I think. Joey Ortiz and Pedro Pages sharing a laugh before Ortiz gets into the batter's box here. Time for a vibe check. A cooler full of Vizzy Hard Seltzer. That's a big vibe. Vizzy Hard Seltzer, the seltzer that passes the vibe check. Ortiz, a strikeout victim back in the 2nd inning. He's 0 for 1. The pitch squared to bunt and took a strike. It's 0-1. 9 straight sat down by Michael McGreevy after the Brewers had a lot of traffic against him in the first couple of innings. He has settled into this game. The 0-1 is high to Ortiz with a fastball at 93, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Brewers have Grant Anderson up in their bullpen. It appears that Kyle Harrison's night is done. One 1 pitch. Ortiz took down and away with a sweeper. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. That would also tell you that the Brewers may be willing to be a little more aggressive with their bullpen tonight because of how good they were yesterday. If they had to really lean into their bullpen yesterday, they might have asked for another inning out of Kyle Harrison here tonight. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ortiz took a strike on the outside edge of the sweeper. It's 2-2. So Anderson getting loose in that Brewers bullpen. Ortiz 5 for 11 in this series. Homered in last night's nightcap. It was a big swing at the time. Gave the Brewers a little separation. Started up a big 7th inning for the Brewers. 2-2's down in the dirt and the count is full. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. McGreevy at 65 pitches as he works here in the 5th. It's quiet in that Cardinals bullpen, and that's understandable. He's been very good so far. The 3-2 pitch is a tapper up the first baseline. It is going to roll foul, and Ortiz will stay alive. Cardinals have been really thin pitching wise over the first 3 games of this series, and still probably a little bit limited in what their options are out in that bullpen today, as the Brewers have been able to do some damage against the starting pitching and the bullpen, especially yesterday. Dustin May was very good on Monday night. 3-2 is the count here on Joey Ortiz. Brewers trying to get a base runner aboard. Haven't had anybody since Pratt led off the second inning with an infield single. McGreevy out of the windup, the 3-2 pitch. A chopper on the left side. Big hop for the third baseman, Blaze Jordan. Throws to first in time and takes care of Ortiz for the second out of the inning. 2 away now for Greg Jones. Jones, a strikeout victim back in the second inning. Cardinals with a 3-0 lead here. Top of the fifth, 2 outs and nobody on. Jones, switch hitter, up there left-handed against McGreevy. The pitch missed outside. It's 1-0. Again, the fourth game of this series, and again, not a big crowd. I think this might be our smallest crowd. 1-0. Jones pops it up, fouling out of play, third base side. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hard to tell, but this feels really light tonight. Haven't had really good crowds in this series at all for Cardinal standards. We talk about it every time we come here. So used to seeing this place full. 1-1's down and away with a changeup. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. But it's been tough times for the Cardinals the last handful of years, ever really since 2022, when they won the division. 2-1. Here's a fly ball, left center. Long run for Nootbaar into the gap in left center. Reaches up and makes the catch, and the inning is over. Brewers go down in order. McGreevy has been on a roll. He's retired 11 in a row as we go to the insurance.
Hey fans, it's the freebie in the fifth, sponsored by EAA Air Venture Oshkosh. Be the 25th caller right now at 855-616-1620 for your chance to win 2 tickets and a parking pass to EAA Air Venture Oshkosh. Taking place July 20th through the 26th in Oshkosh. Enjoy the world's greatest aviation celebration. See the schedule of attractions at EAA.org/tickets. Be the 25th caller right now at 855-616-1620 to win. Freebie in the fifth, sponsored by EAA Air Venture.
I see it every time there's a big storm. Trucks roll in from out of town. Promises are made to fix damaged homes, and afterward they completely vanish. My dad never ran Loya Family Renovations like that. We're family-owned and local. Our own in-house crews respond fast, and roofing always comes first. Loya Family Renovations knows insurance inside and out, and we actually have a dedicated warranty department. We're always there when you need us. Call for a free inspection today. We treat each client like family and each home as if it were our own. LoyaFamilyRenovations.com.
Hey fans, the Brew Crew are hot, and so are the summer temps. Now's the perfect time to step up your comfort game with the new Carrier Home Comfort System to keep your home cool all summer long. Ask your local dealer about Wisconsin Focus on Energy rebates and financing for qualified buyers. Turn to the experts at Carrier. We've got you covered so you can get back to cheering on the crew. Carrier, proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Find your local dealer at Carrier.com.
Get ready, Milwaukee baseball is here.
Major League Baseball has been put on notice.
On the home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ. WTMJ.
Grant Anderson takes over on the mound for the Brewers. As we go to the bottom of the fifth inning, it's a 3-0 Cardinals lead. Pedro Pages will lead things off for St. Louis. It'll be 9-1-2 for Anderson, who's been one of the MVPs of this road trip for the Brewers. 35 appearances on the year, 3.20 ERA, covering 39 1/3 innings. Looks into Pedro Pages, who struck out against Harrison back in the second inning, 0 for 1 tonight. And a swing and a miss at a sinker. It's 0-1. Cardinals with a 2-run first, and then got the solo home run from Jose Fermin in the fourth inning. 0-1's way outside of the sweeper. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Meanwhile, the Brewers, who had the bases loaded in the first inning and were unable to get the big 2-out knock, have had just one base runner since. And they've watched Michael McGreevy really settle into this game. The 1-1. Swing and a miss at a sweeper off the plate away. It's 1-2. And Pages will take his timeout, step out of the box for a moment. Thick, juicy Usinger brat. That would taste good right about now. Put a little Pine River cheese spread on it. Maybe some Swiss almond. That would be an interesting pairing. 1-2. Misses down and away with a sweeper. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. You don't need sauce when you've got tasty Pine River cheese spreads. Of course, then cleanse the palate with the fresh taste of Cedar Crest ice cream and custard. Just go with the vanilla custard. 2-2 rolled foul. Third base side. Stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That is as good as it gets. Big custard guy. So is Kent. Big custard guy. 2-2 pitch is rolled foul. Third base side. Stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Harrison went just 4 innings tonight. A lot of loud contact against him tonight. He ends up giving up 4 hits, the 3 runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Through 70 pitches. 2-2 is lifted foul and out of play. First base side. Stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just the 6th time in his 17 starts that he has been lifted from the game trailing. Brewers have had a lot of success when Harrison's been on the mound. 2-2 swing and a miss. Climbed the ladder with a fastball at 96, and he strikes out Pedro Pages. And before Mason Wynn comes to the plate, 10 for ID on the Brewers Radio Network. With Josh Maurer and Kent Sommerfeld, Lane Grindle with you here tonight from St. Louis. 3-0 Cardinals. Mason Wynn takes a sweeper low for a ball, and it's 1-0. There's 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 5th inning. Wynn to the plate for the 3rd time tonight in the leadoff spot for the Cardinals. Takes a pitch that just missed. A sinker at 96. Pretty good velo tonight for Grant Anderson. 2 balls and no strikes. That was just barely off the plate away. Wynn had that double to lead off the bottom of the 1st inning. Lined out to center in the 3rd. 2-0 swing and a miss at a sinker at 94. It's 2-1. Wynn was trying to pull off that ball and launch that ball pull side and came up empty. Used his timeout as he steps out of the box. Brewers with some work to do. They've already won the series. They've taken the first 3 games of this series. 2-1. Wynn took down and away with a sinker. Again, another close miss by Anderson. And it was outside. Contreras, I think, thought about challenging. He was better off for not having done it. It is 3-1 on Mason Wynn. Anderson kicks, delivers, and it's a bouncing ball to 3rd. Backing up Ortiz. Long throw across the diamond. It's strong right to the chest of Bowers for the 2nd out. Ball was pounded into the dirt, took a big convenient hop for Ortiz, but because he had to stay back on it, he had to make a great throw. And that's exactly what he did. And here's Ivan Herrera. 2 outs, nobody on. Herrera 0 for 2 tonight. Ground out and a fly out to right. The pitch in there with a strike on a sinker. And it's 0-1 on Herrera. Brewers will have the top of their order to the plate against McGreevy in the top of the 6th inning with work to do. The 0-1 is shot foul. Just past Pop Warner in the 3rd base coach's box for the Cardinals. It's 0-2 on Herrera.
Grant was one of the heroes in that Diamondback series. He had 2 great outings. Feeling really good about the way he's throwing the ball here in this road trip.
Said when he came in, he's low-key one of the MVPs of this road trip so far.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got some huge outs for the Brewers, maybe the biggest. 0-2 popped up. This one on the infield. Jake Bowers, Greg Jones converging. It'll be Greg Jones making the catch And the inning is over. Nice 1-2-3 inning for Grant Anderson. In the bottom of the fifth, we go to the sixth inning, 3-0.
What's on Tap brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Rooting for the Brew Crew because we're from Milwaukee too. Tastes like Miller time.
Brewers theme nights are back and better than ever in 2026. Join the crew for your favorite theme nights, plus new events like Hello Kitty Night and Paw Patrol Day. Check them all out at brewers.com/theme nights.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball and Miller Lite.
Summer and baseball go hand in hand. And as a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers, Cardinas is helping fans swing into full flavor all season long. Whether you're at the ballpark, tailgating with friends, or catching the game from home, Cardinas delivers bold flavor in a convenient canned cocktail that's ready wherever summer takes you. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 100 calories, gluten-free and full of flavor. Cardinas. Find your bliss near you at drinkcardinas.com.
High-tech data centers are critical to unlocking the power of technology to grow our economy, improve our healthcare, and transform education. And Wisconsin is quickly becoming a data center hub, which is great news for our state's skilled workers. Each data center creates about 1,800 construction jobs and then hundreds of high-paying jobs to operate it. Wisconsin Infrastructure Investment Now supports bringing data centers online to move our state's economy and technology forward.
Life
and technology forward.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. That's because their team is always there to protect your dreams.
Michael McGreevy back out there for the top of the sixth inning. It's the top of the order for the Brewers. Christian Yelich, Jackson Chourio, and Jake Bauers to come to the plate for the crew. It's the Woodman's Food Market's home run inning as well. McGreevy at 71 pitches. He is in a groove right now. He's retired 11 in a row. Yelich has a hit against him tonight. Takes a first pitch strike on a curveball. It's 0-1. Yelich is 1 for 2. He's got 4 hits in the series. McGreevy's 0-1. And Yelich took outside with a cut fastball at 87. 1 ball and 1 strike. Our contestant tonight is Todd Bears from Oconomowoc. Todd will win a gift card jackpot of $650 if a member of the crew hits a home run this inning. The 1-1 to Yelich, a swing and a miss at a changeup. It's 1-2. $100 added to the total for each additional home run this half. Visit any participating Woodman's store to enter. Service and savings, that's Woodman's. Visit WTMJ.com for official contest rules and details. The 1-2 to Yelich, and he took down with a slider. Might have been a touch inside as well. It is 2-2. McGreevy's longest inning was an 18-pitch inning all the way back in the first. He hasn't thrown more than 15 pitches in an inning since. Here's the 2-2 to Yelich. That's high, and the count is full. It is 3-2. Brewers got their leadoff man aboard in the first and in the second innings, but unable to cash in either time. McGreevy out of the windup. The 3-2 pitch is a check swing right back to McGreevy. Fields it on the mound, an underhand flip to first. Takes care of Yelich. And there's one away. It was a cutter. It was in off the plate. Probably would have been ball 4. But Yelich didn't really mean to do it. Just kind of a check swing and got a piece of it. And as a result, there's one away here in the top of the sixth inning, and that'll get Jackson Chourio to the plate. He has struck out both times that he's faced McGreevy tonight. Got a hit against him back in May at American Family Field. First pitch to Chourio is a chopper foul up the third base line. No balls and 1 strike on Jackson. Just trying to keep it close until the 7th inning, Josh. That's the key for the Brewers these days.
Yep. That's the rally inning.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a sweeper down and away. It's no balls and 2 strikes. And Jackson just does not look comfortable against McGreevy tonight. It does not seem like he's picking up the ball like Jackson typically does. McGreevy's 0-2 pitch. That's a little high. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 6th. A 3-0 Cardinals lead. Brewers have already gone to the bullpen. McGreevy over 80 pitches now. Brings home number 81. That is tipped foul all the way back to the backstop. We'll do it again at 1-2. Always fun to come to St. Louis. We will not come back here after tomorrow night. The Brewers will be done in St. Louis for the year. Only come to these divisional cities twice a year now. 1-2 pitch. Jackson lifts it in the air, shallow right center. It's going to carry out to Nootbaar, the center fielder, to make the catch. And there's 2 away. 13 in a row sat down by Michael McGreevy. Boy, has he settled into this game and gotten into a groove. And that'll get Jake Bauers to the plate. Brewers will still have one more trip to Cincinnati, one more trip to Chicago. They have yet to make a trip to Pittsburgh. They'll be headed there after tomorrow night's game. First pitch to Bauers. Roll over to second base. Fielded by Fermin and throws to first and retires Bauers. Brewers go down in order again against McGreevy. They haven't had a base runner since that leadoff single in the second inning by Cooper Pratt. Presented by American Family Insurance.
From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Jen Gregg. Another Milwaukee police officer faces misconduct charges tied to improper use of police resources. Former Milwaukee County Circuit Court Judge Hannah Dugan will not see prison time. And Milwaukee Mayor Cavalier Johnson says Interstate 794 should stay right where it is. A severe thunderstorm watch is in effect for Ozaki, Sheboygan, Fond du Lac, Dodge, and Washington counties until 10 p.m. A low of 70. I'm Jen Gregg, WTMJ News.
When it comes to joint replacement, you want the best care available. The Orthopedic Surgery Center in Pewaukee is a leader in joint replacement, offering same-day surgery with advanced technology. Their team of experts specializes in knee, hip, and shoulder replacements, using the latest techniques to minimize pain and recovery time. The team at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin can get you back to what matters, living pain-free. Total joint replacement. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com.
It's a summer of big wins with WinFest at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Just play with your Potawatomi rewards card for entries and your chance to win cash and reward play all summer long. Then keep the excitement going because all your monthly drawing entries roll over into the WinFest final drawings on September 25th, where you could win cars, dream vacations, free play, and cash. Don't miss out on WinFest, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Tonight's sixth inning is sponsored by Steamfitters Local 601, keepers of the trade. Looking for a high-paying, hands-on career? Start your future at steam601.org. You're at steam601.org.
We go to the bottom of the sixth inning. It's a 3-0 Cardinals lead here in St. Louis. Grant Anderson out there for a second inning of relief duty. Jordan Walker, Nelson Velasquez, and Alec Burleson scheduled to hit for the Cardinals here in the sixth. First pitch to Walker, a swing and a miss at a sweeper, and it's 0-1. Walker, an RBI double back in the first inning, reached on an error in the third. He is 4 for 12 in this series with a homer. This down and away with a sweeper. That time he didn't chase. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Beautiful night in St. Louis. It was 87 degrees at first pitch. It's, I would guess, cooled down a little as the night's gone along. Swing and a miss on a sinker that ran in and off the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Currently got 81 degrees. So, yeah, we've shaved 6 degrees off of our game time temp. Walker will use his timeout, step out of the box. Brewers entered the night with a 7-game lead in the division over the Cubs. Missed outside. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Cubs, though, leading Baltimore 9-7. That has been a slugfest in Baltimore. Literally a lot of home runs in that one. 5 home runs, I believe, hit by the Cubs in that game. 2-2 is a ground ball. Sharply hit. Backhanded dive by Ortiz to his feet. Throws to first. Bauers off the bag. It'll be an infield single for Walker. Hard hit ball behind the bag. Ortiz did an amazing job just to get to that ball with a diving backhanded stop. got to his feet, threw it across the diamond. Even if he puts that ball right on the bag, I don't think it's going to be in time to get Walker, who is hustling out of the box. If it's right on the bag, might have been close, but I don't think he probably gets him. Tremendous effort by Joey Ortiz, though. It'll be a single for Walker. And he is aboard with nobody out. And a pitch clock violation assessed to Nelson Velasquez. So it'll be 0-1 before this at-bat begins. Walker with a healthy lead over at first. He's got 11 stolen bases on the year. The pitch. And a check swing on a pitch that missed upstairs. They appealed to first. He did not go. It is 1 ball and 1 strike on Velasquez. Todd Titchener over there at first base making that call. Jared Koenig starting to get loose in the Brewers bullpen. Anderson's 1-1 and hit foul over near the on deck circle where Alec Burleson is standing. 1-2 on Velasquez. 0 for 2 tonight. Strikeout and a ground out. Anderson could use a ground ball and an infielder. Try to turn 2. Erase that leadoff infield single from Walker. One-two pitch. Hit foul back behind home plate. Chop that ball straight into the dirt. 1-2 on Velasquez. Michael McGreevy is rolling right now for the Cardinals. Anderson trying to put up a second 0 since coming on in relief. Pitch missed way outside. It's 2-2 on Velasquez. Brewers with this game and then tomorrow night and then 3 in Pittsburgh. It'll be a night game Friday night, late afternoon Saturday, and then at 12:15 Eastern, so 11:15 back home in Wisconsin on Sunday. That's the final game before the All-Star break. 2-2 swing and a foul tip held onto by Contreras, and it's a strikeout of Velasquez. Ortho ASAP strikeout number 2 for Anderson in relief. And there's one away now for Alec Burleson. And that's going to be it for Anderson. They'll bring the lefty Koenig in to face Alec Burleson. So it's an Ironworkers Local 8 pitching change. You can make a change in your career. Join Ironworkers Local 8. Visit IWLA.org. That's IWLA. Cardinals lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
On the baseball field, the skilled players get paid the most. The same is true in construction. Some of the most skilled players building our roads, solar farms, and stadiums are the men and women of the Wisconsin Operating Engineers. If you are ready to step up to a job where you can earn more without college debt and operate equipment like cranes, excavators, bulldozers, and drones, you're ready to join the team of Wisconsin Operating Engineers today at join139.com.
Dear baseball fans, Toyota's 2026 lineup is racing for the pennant. The rugged Tacoma's got upper deck power and available four-wheel drive. The RAV4 is an all-hybrid all-star with versatility that leads the league. And the all-hybrid Camry hits it out of the park with impressive miles per gallon. No matter which Toyota you choose, you're driving an MVP. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places.
Nothing says summer like baseball. Whether you're headed to the stadium solo or tailgating with friends, Tsunami Express Car Wash keeps your ride looking game day ready. Wash away dust, bugs, and road grime with unlimited daily washes and free vacuums as a Tsunami Express member. So before you cheer on the crew, make sure your vehicle looks as good as your game day spirit. Plans start at just $16. Vehicle looks as good as your game day spirit. Plans start at just $16 for your first month. Learn more at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash, the official car wash of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Jared Koenig takes over on the mound for the Brewers. Left-hander Alec Burleson will step to the plate with a runner at first and one away. Koenig making his 8th appearance of the year, 1.42 ERA in 6 1/3 innings, 5 walks, 7 strikeouts for Koenig. Brewers glad to have him back, hoping to continue to bring him along and get him in a spot where he can be a leverage guy late in some games. Tosses over to first, and back in time is Walker. It is a 3-0 Cardinals lead. That has not been a problem for the Brewers so far in this series. 7th inning's been the magic number for the Brewers. So Koenig just trying to keep it at a 3-0 deficit here as the pitch goes up and in on Burleson. Sinker at 93. It's 1-0. Well, don't miss George Webb's double play meal deal. 7 cheeseburgers, 2 orders of fries for just $17.99. Win, lose, home or away, visit georgewebb.com for locations and details. 1 ball and no strikes on Burleson. Long hold for Koenig in the pitch. Missed a little tall with a cutter. It is 2-0. The Brewers in this series have scored 12 runs in the 7th inning. In the 7th inning, not the 7th inning or later. 2-0, nailed the outside edge. It's 2-1. They are, as a team, 12 for 21 in the 7th inning in this series. That's a 571 clip. Two one. There goes the runner. Pitch is down and away. The throw is not going to be in time. Venturis upset with himself on that throw as he looks into the dugout. Stolen base number 12 on the season for Jordan Walker. We told you he'll run. He's just having a great all-around season. 3 balls and 1 strike to count here on Burleson, and now the double play ball is out of the equation. Koenig's pitch, and he nailed the bottom of the strike zone. It's 3-2 on Burleson. Now, for the Brewers, you want to keep it 3-0, so all those 7th inning numbers I'm telling you about can come true again. Koenig's 3-2 pitch is a high fly ball, deep right field. This is way back, and it is way gone. That was hit a long way off the bat of Alec Burleson. 2-run home run, and the Brewers were not able to keep it at a 3-0 deficit. It is 5-0 St. Louis. 443 feet down that right field line. Burleson with his 15th home run of the season. He's had himself a very good day. Had the RBI double back in the first inning. There was nothing cheap about that one. You think about some of the home runs the Brewers have given up this year in big spots. The Ozzie Albies walk-off in Atlanta. The home run that Ashby gave up against the A's in Vegas to Jonah Heim. Pitch missed inside to Jose Fermin. It's 1 ball and no strikes. That wasn't one of those. Off the bat of Alec Burleson. Pitch is in there for a strike with a sinker, and it's 1-1. That was a majestic blast off the bat of Burleson. So a lot of work to do now for the Brewers. 1-1 is line foul at the third baseline. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And believe it or not, that's the first career home run he's ever hit against the Brewers.
He'd had a tough series up to this point. He was 0 for 8 coming into tonight with 3 strikeouts. Brewers had pitched him very well. But a little left-on-left crime there against Koenig. Fermin, who homered in his last at-bat, uses his timeout. Gets back into the box. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the Cardinals' second baseman. The pitch. This one is hit pretty well out to left, but it's going to be in the ballpark for Churio. Back into his left to make the catch, just a few steps in front of the warning track. And there's 2 down now for Blaze Jordan. That was the 8th career homer off a left-hander for Alec Burleson, and just the 2nd time this season that he's got a lefty. Here's Jordan. He's 0 for 2, a ground out and a line out. Koenig's pitch missed inside. It's 1-0. One of those 2 runs, by the way, charged to Grant Anderson. Just the Burleson run goes against Koenig. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss at a changeup. He was out front of it. And it's 1-1. Lars Nootbaar in the on-deck circle for St. Louis. The 1-1 missed outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Five 0 St. Louis. Cardinals trying to get one in the win column against the Brewers here tonight. 2-1. Sharply hit ground ball. Backhanded by Pratt. Didn't field it cleanly. I would think that would be a base hit for Blaze Jordan. Pratt had a shot to make a tremendous play. It was hit hard, though, and in the hole. He got to it and got the glove down to it. Just didn't pick it cleanly. It is a base hit, and I think that's the right call. So Jordan aboard in front of Lars Nootbaar. Comes to the plate now. Runner at first and 2 away here in the 6th. 2 home for the Cardinals already on the 2-run home run from Burleson. And the pitch caught the outside edge on Nootbaar with a cutter at 91, and it's 0-1. These two teams will have one more tomorrow night. Andre Palante will go for St. Louis. Here's a bouncing ball to second base. Backhanded by Jones, throws to first, and the inning is over. So the Cardinals get 2 more big runs. They lead it 5-0 on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Most things people do could be done more safely. Sometimes it's common sense. Sometimes it's innovating a better way. But it's always about minimizing risk. For this purpose, West Bend is willing to come check out your business and help minimize your risks. It's precisely because of thinking like this that West Bend has been keeping businesses and employees safe for over 125 years. To find out more, visit thesilverlining.com. West Bend, the worst brings out our best.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
There's a new brat in town, and I think you're really going to like it. It's called the Kids Hall of Fame Fresh Bratwurst. Hi, this is Robin Young. They're made by Usingers and have a familiar taste, like the delicious ones made for years for my pal you. What's also great is that a portion of the proceeds will go to the MAC Fund. Just ask for the Kids Fresh Brats, and look for me taking a swing on the label. You can also find them online at usinger.com.
Look for them at your local Syndic's or Woodman store.
We'll take some more of that.
Smollett. Swing a line drive. Deep center. It's gone. A walk-off home run.
This is the Brewers Radio Network.
You're killing me, Smalls.
The Brewers Radio Network.
You're killing me, Smalls.
We go to the 7th inning here in St. Louis. It's a 5-0 Cardinals lead, and stepping back in with the play-by-play, here's Josh Maurer.
Thank you very much, Lane. Nathan Church takes over in center field. He'll replace Nelson Velasquez in the order, batting 4th, as Michael McGreevy's pitch to William Contreras misses high, ball 1. Defensive changes for Ali Marmol. Church, a very good outfielder in center, and Lars Nootbaar, who was playing center field before this inning, now moves to left. 1-0 pitch, popped up into center. Out goes the second baseman. So he's going to be the one to make the call. Nope, it's the new left fielder, Nootbaar, coming in to call off the outgoing Fermin and make the catch. And that is 15 straight batters retired by Michael McGreevy. Contreras has flown out all 3 times he's batted. That'll bring up Garrett Mitchell, then Luis Lara. So we're going to see if that 7-inning stretch continues for the Brewers. And Lane, you were mentioning what they did this series. Our great statistician didn't even take into account what happened the game before we got here, when the Brewers won the game with 3 7th-inning runs in Phoenix Sunday. And Mitchell lines it into the gap into right center field for a base hit. That'll hit the grass and roll all the way to the wall. Garrett taking off for second. He'll put on the brakes there as Walker throws it in. So for the first time since the leadoff batter in the 2nd inning, the Brewers have a base runner. And who else? It's Garrett Mitchell. Slugs another one.
Sixth hit of this series for Garrett Mitchell.
That ball was smoked 112 miles an hour off the bat and pulled into the right center field gap on the 86th pitch of the outing for Michael McGreevy. Pitching on his 26th birthday, he has been brilliant against a hot Brewers lineup. Luis Lara coming up. 5-0 St. Louis. Lara 0 for 2, takes down low with a curveball. In the last 4 games, the Brewers have scored at least once in every 7th inning, and they've scored at least 3 runs in 3 of those 4 7th innings. The 1-0 pitch coming. Lara takes up and away. It's 2-0 on a fastball. Only 90 on the gun there from McGreevy, who's getting close to the end of his night. And they are getting up. Man, they just called up today for the first time Luis Gastelum in the bullpen. Cardinals are. He is one of their top pitching prospects. They've made like 5 or 6 transactions this series alone. And he is the latest of them. He's getting loose. 2-0 pitch. Lara takes a strike right down the middle with a cutter. So 5-0 after the 2-run bomb by Burleson. Brewers will get Garrett Stallings up in the bullpen, so Koenig likely finished. Stallings would pitch for the 2nd time ever as a major leaguer. Got to be excited up there. The 2-1 line drive in the left. There's a base hit for Lara. On it quickly is Nootbaar, so they'll hold up Mitchell at third. Second big league hit for Luis Lara. He goes the opposite way and smokes it to put runners on the corners with 1 out. I mean, of course he did. It's the 7th inning, right?
I was saying they're hitting .571 in the 7th inning in this series. 12 for 21 coming in. Now they've upped that. They're hitting .666, .667 in the 7th inning in this game.
And that's going to be it for McGreevy. Oliver Marmol's out to make a pitching change after 6 1/3 brilliant birthday innings from one of the aces of the Cardinals on a night where they needed it to try to snap a 4-game skid. McGreevy was Stallum coming in, man out of Mexico to make his major league debut. 5-0 runners on the corners, 1 out in the 7th inning. Pitching change brought to you by North Shore Adult Diapers. Sometimes you just need a change. Sometimes things are going great for you. You didn't feel like you had any issues down there, but then a change is needed all of a sudden. It's like with McGreevy here in the 7th, and if you do, you can visit NorthShore.com. Brewers trying to start the comeback against Gastelum next on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Save big money on all of your household essentials when you shop at Menards. Stock up with Diamond Crystal Water Softener Salt. It helps your soap and detergent clean better, minimizes hard water stains, and increases the life of your appliances. Save big money on Solar Naturals Softener Salt at Menards. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Smart 18 is the union for Wisconsin's sheet metal workers. And a Smart 18 partnership comes with a powerful advantage for business owners. You'll have access to a highly skilled workforce and enhanced training and safety programs, which means less turnovers and headaches. Plus, Smart 18 connections bring more job bids, helping you grow and gain a competitive edge. Move your shop ahead. Visit GoSmart18.edge. Move your shop ahead. Visit GoSmart18.com today.
Step up to the plate. It's Quick Trip's Around the Bases contest with Store Candy. Stop into your neighborhood Quick Trip and purchase any Werther's or Mamba product with Quick Rewards for your chance to win cash. Be sure to try Werther's Original, Mamba Magic Sticks, or Mamba Berry Tasty. Details at QuickTrip.com/sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Don't sit on the sidelines. Grab your favorite Werther's or Mamba product, fuel up, and get in the game to win big this Brewer season. Quick Trip and Store Candy, proud partners of the Brewers Radio Network.
Well, the Brewers trailing 5-0 in the 7th, but after one was out, Mitchell doubled and Lara singled him to third. So they're on the corners for Cooper Pratt against the Major League debuting right-hander Luis Gastelum. It's 1-0 on Cooper, who swings through a sinker. 1-1. Gastelum, Gastelum, called up today, the number 21 ranked prospect in the Cardinals organization by MLB Pipeline coming into the day. Got long hair. 1-1. Drilled into left, but it's right at Nootbaar. Doesn't even have to move. Just reach up and make the catch. Tagging from third is Mitchell. He'll score. It's a sacrifice fly for Pratt. The Brewers are on the board. It's a 5-1 ball game, but another ball that was squared up that found a glove tonight. That was probably a result the Cardinals are happy with. Staying put at first is Lara now with 2 outs. Cooper gets the job done, though, driving in a run in the 7th inning for the 5th consecutive game for the Brewers.
The game for the Brewers lately has been outlast the starter, get to the bullpen.
And now Joey Ortiz takes one right in there at the knees for a strike from Gastelum. McGreevy will give up a run, so 6 1/3, 5 hits and a walk. He struck out 6 and threw 90 pitches on his birthday. Also, Lara at first still belongs to him. The 0-1 pitch is grounded towards third, fair inside the bag, rolling off the sidewall down the left field line, and watch Lara run. It's picked up by the left fielder Nootbaar. They'll hold Lara at third. Throw comes to second, and sliding in safely with a double is Ortiz. I thought maybe he had a shot to score all the way from first, but it didn't quite get all the way to the corner. It hit that side wall over there past third base. And Lars Nootbaar played the carom, so Lara had to be held at third on Joey's ground ball double. And now Andrew Vaughn will pinch hit for Greg Jones with runners at second and third and 2 outs. Joey Ortiz with a double, so both batters to face Gastelum thus far have hit the ball very hard. And that ball was put into a perfect spot by Joey. A $75 donation is made by the Mac Fund to the Mac Fund by West Bend Insurance, the silver lining for every Brewers double. And a Potawatomi Sportsbook trip to the mound as the catcher Pajes goes out to visit Gastelum. You got Vaughn coming up. Vaughn's batting average in the last hour went up. He got a hit on a scoring change from last night when he was facing the position player Torres. An error was changed to a hit. Hitting .331 on the year. Here's the pitch. Letter high strike. 94-mile-an-hour sinker. So Pat Murphy going for his ace in the hole here. Andrew Vaughn pinch hitting for Greg Jones. Second and third, 2 out. 0-1. Fouled on the right side. Out of play. He was late on the fastball. Sprayed it over that netting on the right field side. So it's 0-2. Trying to keep a 4-run lead is Gastelum.
Vaughn 3 for 11 as a pinch hitter this season.
Base hit could bring the Brewers within 2. And the pitch is tapped very softly to the pitcher. Just hit it right off the end of the bat. Gastelum fields and flips it underhand to get Vaughn, and that retires the side. Great debut for Gastelum. Limits the damage, and the Brewers in the inning, but just 1 run. It's time to stretch at Busch, and it's 5-1 Cardinals of the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Michigan Golf Getaway includes rounds at Sweetgrass and Sage Run. Book Monday through Wednesday for best availability. Savor elevated dining and unwind at the full-service Drift Spa between rounds. Grab quick bites in the expanded Sage Run Clubhouse or refresh overlooking the 9th and 18th at Sweetgrass. It's all part of an unforgettable golf experience at Island Resort and Casino. Plan your getaway at islandresortgolf.com.
On the baseball field, the skilled players get paid the most. The same is true in construction. Some of the most skilled players building our roads, solar farms, and stadiums are the men and women of the Wisconsin Operating Engineers. If you are ready to step up to a job where you can earn more without college debt and operate equipment like cranes, excavators, bulldozers, and drones, you're ready to join the team of Wisconsin Operating Engineers today at join139.com.
Step up to the plate. It's Quick Trips All Around the Bases contest with Store Candy. Stop into your neighborhood Quick Trip and purchase any Werther's or Mamba product with Quick Rewards for your chance to win cash. Be sure to try Werther's Original, Mamba Magic Sticks, or Mamba Berry Tasty. Details at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Don't sit on the sidelines. Grab your favorite sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Don't sit on the sidelines. Grab your favorite Werther's or Mamba product, fuel up, and get in the game to win big this Brewers season. Quick Trip and Store Candy, proud partners of the Brewers Radio Network.
American Family Insurance is always a great call. That's because their agents are always there to protect your dreams.
It's a very rare defensive alignment now for the Brewers. Apparently Bryce Terang's getting a full day off. He hadn't had one in almost a month where he didn't start a game. And if you're wondering why he hadn't come into the game, I think that would be your answer. He's probably just getting the full day. So instead of bringing him into this game, Andrew Vaughn's going to play third. And Joey Ortiz takes Greg Jones' spot at second base. As Garrett Stallings takes over on the mound, and he delivers strike one on Pedro Pages. Second ever Major League appearance for the longtime minor league journeyman Stallings. Everybody rooting for this guy. 5-1 Cardinals as the bottom of the seventh begins, and Pages swings through a changeup. It's 0-2 from Garrett, who has gotten to know everything that is Nashville over the last 3 years. He has been a staple of the Sounds. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Puts away Pedro Pages on 3 pitches to Stallings, a beautiful changeup. Second career strikeout. He had one in the one inning that he made his debut in against Cincinnati before the road trip. Replaced Jared Koenig, who gave up that 2-run home run to Burleson and gave up 2 hits in total. Got 2 outs. Harrison, if you're just joining us, only 4 innings tonight and 70 pitches, and they pulled the plug on him. Top of the order, Mason Wynn now batting. And now the pitch by Stallings, pumped in with a cutter for strike one. Stallings in that Major League debut pitched a scoreless inning against the Reds. Well, it's been a while. It's been nearly a week since he got back into another game. Third reliever of the night behind Kyle Harrison, who's on the hook for the loss. 5-1 Cardinals. And the 0-1 is a strike at the top of the zone with a cutter. 0-2. Seventh inning stretch sponsored by IslandResortGolf.com. Escape to the Island Resort and Casino, where championship golf, relaxing spa treatments, great dining, and casino excitement create the perfect summer getaway. Swing and a miss. Change up, strikes out Mason Wynn. He's got 6 pitches, 6 strikes, and 2 strikeouts. Go get yourself an immaculate inning, Garrett Stallings. Now the batter is Ivan Herrera. Injured, it's time to call in the right relief. Call Habish, and Rotier. Serving Wisconsinites for over 95 years. National reputation, hometown service. Visit Habish.com. Look at the defense right now for the Brewers. Vaughn at third, Ortiz at second. Luis Lara, who joined the team yesterday, in right. As recently as like a week or two ago, you would have said, what? It's funny how things change over the course of a Major League season. And Garrett Stallings pitching through ball one, so it will not be an immaculate inning as Pages took it. Now he takes another one inside. It's 2-0. Drive Around the League brought to you by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and trusted contractors building Wisconsin together. First the 2-0, swing and a miss. He was fooled by the cutter from Garrett Stallings, and it's 2-1 on Herrera. Cubs held on to beat the Orioles 9-7. They've won the first 2 games of that series. PCA hit 2 of Chicago's 5 home runs. Bearded right-hander is Garrett Stallings, and the 2-1 is chopped foul down the third baseline. It's 2-2. 2 out, bases empty. Garrett Stallings, 3 years in Nashville, 6 years as a pro player, originally drafted by the Angels. The pitch is down low. Good take by Pages, and it's 3-2. Went to Tennessee collegiately, did Garrett. He's moved around different organizations. Brewers got him a few years back from Baltimore. Trying for a 1-2-3 bottom of the 7th. 3-2 coming. Swing and a miss. Beautiful changeup again. Garris Stallings. Well done. How about strike out the side in order in the 7th inning in your second half? 5-1 St. Louis on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Open the door to big savings when you shop at Menards. Mastercraft has been making high-quality doors for more than 50 years. From a modern front door to traditional interior doors. Design your door your way with our free step-by-step design program. And get your new door in 7 days or less. Save big money on Mastercraft doors. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Nothing says summer like baseball. Whether you're headed to the stadium solo or tailgating with friends, Tsunami Express Car Wash keeps your ride looking game day ready. Wash away dust, bugs, and road grime with unlimited daily washes and free vacuums as a Tsunami Express member. So before you cheer on the crew, make sure your vehicle looks as good as your game day spirit. Plans start at just $16 for your first month. Learn more at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash, the official car wash of the Milwaukee Brewers.
For every mile of highway, every bridge connecting our communities, the skilled union laborers of Liuna, Wisconsin are on the job. They're building and maintaining the infrastructure our Wisconsin residents, industries, and economy depend on every day. So when you see construction signs, orange barrels, and flashing lights, please slow down. Those work zones protect Liuna's skilled men and women. Strong roads, strong bridges, stronger Wisconsin. Liuna, feel the power.
Brewers baseball is better from the best seat in the house, yours. Find it at Steinhafels, proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Shop in store and online at steinhafels.com. Partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Shop in store and online at steinhafels.com.
Man, we have seen quite a bit over the last few years in meaningful relief spots for the Cardinals against the Crew is the left-hander Joe Romero. He takes over for the 8th against the top of the order. It's 5-1 St. Louis. And back in to take us home, here's Lane Grindle.
All right, thank you, Josh. Yelich 1 for 3 tonight. Lefty-lefty matchup here to start up this 8th inning. Romero's first pitch is a breaking ball backed up on him and missed inside. It's 1-0. Today's 8th inning brought to you by the Wisconsin Laborers District Council. Earn great union wages and benefits building Wisconsin's infrastructure. Romero looks in, and the 1-0 pitch is down and away with a sweeper. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Learn more at liunawisconsin.org. liunawisconsin.org and feel the power. Here's the 2-0. That missed inside with a sinking fastball. 3 balls and no strikes. Brewers need base runners, trailing 5-1. They've only been out hit by 1, 7-6 in the hit column in favor of the Cardinals tonight. 3-0. Yelich taking all the way, took ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk to Yelich, and that's a good start for the Crew here in the 8th inning. Ortho ASAP walk. When pain can't wait, walk right into Ortho ASAP. Same day access to specialists. Start healing faster at orthowisconsin.com. So here's Jackson Chourio, 0 for 3 tonight. Romero looks in. And the first pitch to Jackson is a strike on the outside edge. Sinker at 95, and it's 0-1. Might have been off the plate away. It was a borderline pitch. Romero got the call. 0-1. That's way outside with a sinker. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. More action in that Cardinals bullpen right now. That is George Soriano getting loose out there for St. Louis. As Jackson took a changeup down below the zone. It's 2-1. You've got Bowers in the on-deck circle, another left-handed hitter. 2-1. This one's hit foul and out of play, first base side. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brewers really stack it left-right all the way until the bottom of the lineup, so there's no great landing spot for a lefty or a righty, essentially. This is probably the best spot for Romero, just facing a couple of lefties at the top of this order. 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Chourio. Romero looks at Yelich at first, and now the pitch, and that missed down low with a changeup, and the count is full. It's 3-2. Another bad one would really set the Brewers up well here in the 8th inning. They need a crooked number in the biggest of ways. Romero comes set above the belt. The 3-2 pitch, and chopped foul at the plate by Churio. That was a sweeper in and off the plate. Would have been ball 4, but that's a tough pitch when that pitch is breaking across the plate in toward you in the right-handed box. Do it again at 3-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got a fastball by him at 95. Jackson strikes out, and he is frustrated. 0 for 4 tonight for Churio. And there's one away for Jake Bauers. Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy, a refreshing Weiss beer with natural lemonade flavor. Leinenkugel's flavor of the moment. Bauers 0 for 1 against Romero in his career. Runner at first and 1 away. That was a big strikeout for Romero. First pitch in there for a strike on a sweeper. It's 0-1. Bauers tonight 0 for 2 with a walk. Has 3 hits in the series. Has 7 hits on this road trip. 0-1. And he checked on a sweeper down and away. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Leads the Brewers with 16 home runs this year. Trying to make these Cardinals sweat a little bit here in the 8th and 9th inning. Make them nervous. 1-1. That is right through there with a sinker at 95. And it's 1-2. Romero looks at first. The 1-2 pitch. That's high, and it's even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brewers making Romero work here in this 8th inning, but they need some results at the same time. 2-2 pitch. Chopped foul back behind home plate. Got a piece of that sinker, and it stays at 2-2. Contreras in the on-deck circle. Romero historically has been very good against the Brewers. Has good numbers against a lot of these hitters individually. .357 ERA on the year for Romero. 2-2 pitch, and Bauers takes a call, third strike. Sinker at 95 on the inside edge. Bauers strikes out looking. So after the leadoff walk to Yelich, Churio and Bauers strike out. And now the Brewers need to put together a 2-out rally. Here's Contreras. He's 0 for 3. Been a tough series for Williams. Still does not have a hit in this series. He is 0 for 11. First pitch to him is a sweeper that got the outside edge. And it's 0-1. Williams is 4 for 22 on this trip. It has been a rough trip for Contreras. Here's the 0-1. Late on a sinker at 96. No balls and 2 strikes. Runner at first and 2 outs. And a 0-2 count here on Contreras. Romero brings home the pitch, and a chopper back up the middle. It'll be played on the forehand side by Wynn. Throws to first, and he gets Contreras by a step. And the inning is over. Leadoff walk, but it doesn't lead to anything for the Brewers. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Cardinals with a 5-1 lead on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
When you're injured, you want quick at Ortho ASAP. Treat fractures, sprains, strains, sports injuries, and more right away. With on-site x-rays and expert care, Ortho ASAP gets you back on track faster. Open 7 days a week with locations in Brookfield and Pewaukee, it's more affordable than the ER. Walk in, get treated, and get back to life. Ortho ASAP. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com.
It's Mike with Infinity Exteriors. I've seen it all, Wisconsin. Sketchy sales gimmicks for low-quality windows, siding that costs more than a new home, fly-by-night roofers. 60,000 happy customers made a better choice. Infinity Exteriors roofing, siding, and windows all come with our lifetime workmanship warranty, no overcharges, and transparent pricing. At Infinity Exteriors, we're on a mission to save our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
From the postgame to the morning show, there's no rest for baseball for Dominic Cotroneo, our Brewers 360 guest every Monday at 8:45 on Wisconsin's Morning News.
Cooper Pratt and his team loves defense. Cooper Pratt's a big league shortstop right now. I mean, Cooper Pratt was a big league shortstop defensively last year. I mean, that's a big league shortstop.
Brewers 360 is sponsored by Outdoor Living Unlimited, Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Cannon and Dumphy, and Ridgetop Exteriors. Sit back, grab a snack, and enjoy the show.
Would you like fries with that?
On the home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's a 5-1 Cardinals lead. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. It's a 5-1 Cardinals lead. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You are listening to the Brewers Radio Network. With Josh Maurer and Kent Sommerfeld, Lane Grindle with you here tonight from St. Louis. Cardinals lead at 5-1 over the Brewers. Jordan Walker will lead things off against Garrett Stallings, who struck out the side in the 7th inning on 12 pitches. First pitch to Walker, a swing and a miss. Cutter that got on him quickly. And it's 0-1. Stallings been impressive so far. Here's the 0-1 to Walker. And that's right through there with a cutter. 0-2. He's got an interesting delivery, Josh. Kind of hides the baseball from you. I think it gets on you a little quicker than you probably feel like it should when you look up and look at the radar gun.
They were very uncomfortable swings against him back in that 7th when he struck out the side.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that is a liner right into the glove of Pratt. So there is one away. Not hit overly hard. Hung up there enough for Pratt to move his feet, make a little jump, pull that one down. That was the changeup. You could see on that changeup Stallings going to the grip as he went into the windup. And now here's Nathan Church. First offering to Church is a cutter on the outside edge. It's 0-1. Riley O'Brien's getting loose in the Cardinals bullpen. He is their closer, just named to the All-Star game yesterday. A 1 pitch. That missed low with a changeup. 1 ball and 1 strike on Nathan Church, who came into the game defensively a couple of innings ago. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss over the top of a changeup, and it's 1-2.
Just keep throwing that pitch.
Boy, that's a good changeup, isn't it? Garrett Stallings, just his 2nd ever appearance in the big leagues, but he's exuding confidence right now. Looks like he belongs. Working quickly, and the 1-2 pitch. Got a piece of that changeup and found it back. And Church stays alive. In baseball, every player loves to hit for the cycle. Single, double, triple, and home run. But there's another cycle in baseball. It's a little bit easier. Using a brat, a Polish, an Italian, and the all-beef Frank. Here's a ground ball to second base. Scooped up by Joey Ortiz. Throws to first in time. And there's 2 away. And there are 2 down now for Alec Burleson. Yeah, the brat, the Polish, the Italian, and the all-beef Frank. You got to do it 9 innings. They got to be Usingers, and that is eating for the sausage cycle. It's a tailgate cycle. How about that? Stallings' first pitch to Burleson. Cutter caught the outside corner on a check swing, and it's 0-1.
We're going to have somebody in this booth go for that cycle at some point here. And I nominate...
I'm probably the most likely candidate, aren't I? The 0-1. Misses down and away with a cutter. 1 ball and 1 strike. Probably Kent or myself.
Yeah, I don't know if Sommerfeld's up to it.
Do you think you could do it, Kent? Okay, Kent's optimistic about it. 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch. Ground ball to third. Andrew Vaughn plays it on the forehand. Throws to first in time. Scooped out of there by Bowers. Vaughn playing the hot corner like a veteran. And a 1-2-3 inning for Stallings. He's retired all 6 that he's faced. We go to the top of the 9th, 5-1.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
On the baseball field, the skilled players get paid the most. The same is true in construction. Some of the most skilled players building our roads, solar farms, and stadiums are the men and women of the Wisconsin operating engineers. If you are ready to step up to a job where you can earn more without college debt and operate equipment like cranes, excavators, bulldozers, and drones, you're ready to join the team of Wisconsin operating engineers today at join139.com.
Breaking news. Control problems can affect anyone, especially at night. And for many, the store brands don't get the job done. They leak. And when that happens, it can take a toll on sleep, confidence, and peace of mind. It's time to try North Shore at NorthShore.com. Their team of experts will send out samples that stay dry 3 times longer than the store brands. Switch to North Shore, the MVP of adult diapers, so your loved ones can live with the freedom and dignity they deserve. That's North Shore adult diapers at NorthShore.com. Focus on life, not leaks.
Carbless, a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Premium, ready-to-drink cocktails. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 gluten. At the ballpark or your local grocery store. Carbless. Less is more.
Riley O'Brien is on for the Cardinals. It's a non-save situation. It's a 5-1 Cardinals lead as we go to the top of the 9th inning. Garrett Mitchell will lead things off for the Brewers here against O'Brien. He is, of course, the Cardinals closer. Told you that he was named to the All-Star team yesterday. He has struggled like a lot of closers do in non-save situations. 1-2 with a 6.48 ERA. First pitch to Garrett Mitchell. Swing and a miss at a changeup, and it's 0-1. So we'll see if that trend continues here. In this 9th inning, Brewers would love to make this thing interesting and make O'Brien throw some pitches here tonight. Have not seen him yet in this series. His 37th appearance of the year, 3.72 ERA. 0-1 missed down and in, 1 ball and 1 strike. That's a pretty inflated ERA for an all-star. For a reliever, for sure. But he's been very good during stretches for the Cardinals this year. Swing and a miss. Over the top of a sweeper, it's 1-2 on Garrett Mitchell.
Sorry, Lane. I think sometimes they just look at the number of saves.
Yeah, I do too. I think that's exactly right. 1 ball and 2 strikes on O'Brien. I should say on Mitchell. And O'Brien misses down low with the sweeper. It's even now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
22 for 26 in save opportunities. I mean, the Cardinals just play a lot of close games, so he's had quite a few chances.
2-2. Now one swung on and fouled straight back into the net. It stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brewers had chances in this game offensively. They're hoping to put themselves in a position for another big chance here in the 9th inning. Had the bases loaded in the first, did not get anything out of it, and then had a chance at another big inning in the 7th. Had to settle for just the 1 run. Sinker missed down and in at 97. It's going to be challenged by Pages.
Is challenging the call ball.
And he's going to lose this one. It is still going to be a ball, and it's going to be a 3-2 count on Mitchell.
Call is confirmed. St. Louis has 1 challenge remaining.
Challenge is brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. No reason not to challenge Edgar Pages if you thought there was any kind of chance at all. It's the 9th inning. They had both of their challenges remaining. Here's the 3-2 from O'Brien, and that is a strike at the top of the strike zone with a sinker at 99. And Mitchell strikes out. Actually, that was in and off the plate. Excuse me. That was ball 4. Garrett should have challenged it. The Brewers had a challenge remaining. He should have challenged that. He'd be standing at first base right now. That was in and off the plate by plenty. One away, and here's Luis Lara. First pitch brought home, and that one missed inside with a sinker. It's 1-0. Very similar spot to what that last pitch to Mitchell just was. That time Jin Powell called it a ball. You can't take those challenges home with you. 1-0 is way inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Five to 1 Cardinals here in the top of the 9th inning. The pitch, and that caught the inside edge with a sinker at 98. 2 balls and 1 strike. Lara wasn't so sure. That was inside too. That was not a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike the count here on Lara. The pitch, ground ball back up the middle. It'll be backhanded by the second baseman for Mean. Sidearms it to first in time to get Luis Lara for the second out of the inning. Brewers down to their last out, and Cooper Pratt will come to the plate for the Crew. Pratt 1 for 2 tonight, has driven in a run, had an infield single, also a sac fly. He's got the only run driven in for the Brewers tonight back in that 7th inning. First pitch to Cooper Pratt is outside with a sinker. It's 1-0. So the Cardinals an out away from getting on the board and winning a game in this series after the Brewers won the first 3. 1-0 pitch is a liner into left. That's going to get down for a base hit for Cooper Pratt. So Pratt extends the inning and the game with a solid single into left. 102 off the bat of Cooper. His second hit of the night. He's had a very good series. 5 hits in this series for Cooper Pratt, and he's driven in 3. And now Sal Frelick is going to hit for Joey Ortiz. So Frelick will come to the plate here. And again, you're just trying to get to first. That is your goal right now. If Sal could reach, you would get the tying run to the on-deck circle at that point for the Brewers. O'Brien brings home the first pitch. There goes Pratt. He was not being held. It's a strike to Frelick. Pratt to second on indifference. And it's 0-1 on Sal. A 1 pitch. Chopper over the head of O'Brien. Charging it is Fermin. Gets it on a hop. Throws to first in time. Gets Frelick, and this ball game is over. The Cardinals win it 5-1 here tonight. Brewers have already won the series, but the Cardinals make sure tonight that they will not be swept over these 5 games. One more game left coming up tomorrow night here in St. Louis. 5-1 your final. We'll tell you all about it after this on the Brewers Radio Network.
The leader in the dugout, the skipper, the man who riles up the crew with his words of inspiration.
You mean my old ass? Is that what you're saying?
Yep, that's our guy. Brewers manager Pat Murphy joins Wisconsin's Morning News every Tuesday at 8:45 for Brewers 360. Brewers 360 is sponsored by Outdoor Living Unlimited, Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Cannon and Dumphy, and Ridgetop Exteriors.
Hey fans, the Brew Crew are hot, and so are the summer temps. Now's the perfect time to step up your clong. Ask your local dealer about Wisconsin Focus on Energy rebates and financing for qualified buyers. Turn to the experts at Carrier. We've got you covered so you can get back to cheering on the Crew. Carrier, proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Find your local dealer at carrier.com.
Hey, it's your friend John McGivern. In a world full of chaos, I'm grateful for a health plan that has my back. Network Health is so reliable and trustworthy, they always put me and over 126,000 members first. It's just what they do and what they've always done for over 41 years. Call 833-7-NETWORK today. HMO and POS plans underwritten by Network Health Plan. Compensation has been provided for using this endorsement of Network Health.
It's the best place to catch Brewers baseball.
I'm just going to agree with you on everything you say.
On the home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball has been brought to you by American Family Insurance. Miller Lite, it's Miller time. Construction Business Group, Usinger's famous sausage. Usingers and baseball, it's just not summer without them. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Menards, Potawatomi Sportsbook, Prevea Health, Wisconsin Infrastructure Investment Now, Delta Dental, Quick Trip, Pomp's Tire Service, West Bend Insurance, The Silver Lining, Smart 18, Steinhoffels, Toyota, Woodman's Food Market, Carbless, a premium ready-to-drink cocktail, Island Resort and Casino, Wisconsin Dental Association, Ironworkers Local 8, Cedar Crest Ice Cream, Wisconsin Biofuels, North Shore Adult Diapers, Concordia University of Wisconsin, Wisconsin Laborers District Council, Tsunami Express Car Wash, and Wisconsin's Dairy Farmers. Josh, kind of a frustrating one here tonight for the Brewers, but you can't win them all. The Brewers have already won this